Chicago. It is game 2 of this doubleheader. And hi, everybody, and welcome back to beautiful Comiskey Park with Tom Patrick. I'm Ken Harrell. Since we get set to bring you this finale of this afternoon's work. Went in game 1. Sox certainly had the opportunities to win that ball game. They stranded 11 runners. And also some bad defensive plays.
Well, that's very true, Hawk. And when you can't take advantage of opportunities, you're just not going to win many ball games. You know, Chris Carpenter pitched pretty well in getting his first Major League victory, but the White Sox really had him on the ropes early in the ball game, couldn't finish him off, so the Blue Jays prevailed with some pretty good relief pitching down at the end. So in the second game, it's going to be Jason Beret, and I'm really anxious to see if he can retain or get to a high level in that fastball and be able to maintain it and, of course, recuperate for his next start.
Well, one of the things about it is the recuperation process, the resiliency of a young man's arm who has been rehabbing all year like Jason has. He's had a lot of problems with that elbow, and that's going to be a key to the success of Jason and maybe to the Sox because of the fact we need another guy to step in there. Scott Air has really been outstanding. He's really been impressive. He is 2-2. And then all of a sudden you take Keith Falk, who came in.
Yeah.
Yes, they finished it up. He looks good. So some good-looking young kids on the Sox.
Oh, there's no question about it. I think the pitching is going to look very promising for the White Sox, not only this year, but in future years. When you look at Falk and Sorotka, who pitched very well in his one start, too. So things are looking brighter. Well, we'd like to get that offense going and take advantage of those scoring opportunities.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down finale of this doubleheader. Jason Bray making his way in against Luis Andujar, and we'll be back with the starting lineups right after this.
Sports Channel's coverage of Chicago White Sox baseball is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places. The Stars of Chicagoland, your local Chrysler Plymouth dealer. Discover Card, proud partner of the Smithsonian's 150th anniversary. Budweiser, brew refresh Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball. Dodge welcomes you to visit the Dodge dealer near you to see their new lineup of 97 Dodge cars and trucks. Ameritech, your link to better communication. And by Montgomery Ward.
The rivalries, the challenges, the months of grueling work. Yep, sounds like school starting again. Before you go back, get to the Sports Authority first. Clothes, sports equipment, backpacks, shoes. The Sports Authority has all the goods. Because if you got to go back to school, you might as well do it right.
Hello?
What happened?
We sealed the deal!
Yes! Where are you?
That's the steakhouse!
Porterhouse, Lane, Rump.
Now there's a new cellular service that's so clear, it's like you're there. Virtually no static or interference. ClearPath, so clear, it's like you're there.
Plans from $25 a month with 50 minutes free. Act now and get unlimited local calls for 2 months. From Ameritech, your link to better communication.
Make your home beautiful with savings from Menards. Save on the best selection of Dutch Boy paint. Dirt Fighter exterior flat gives a long-lasting finish, just $12.74 a gallon. Add the finishing touches with Pro-Spec exterior shutters from Design House. They're maintenance-free with a lifetime warranty, on sale in 7 sizes, starting at $8.88 a pair. Find all your home improvement needs at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome back to Comiskey Park in Chicago for Game 2 of this doubleheader between the White Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Sox losing 6-5 to the Jays in Game 1, and they need to regroup. As you look at Jason Beret, who is making his first start in a White Sox uniform. Jason, of course, has been recuperating from surgery and doing a good job at the minor league level. Hopefully, he'll be able to do the same thing at the major league because the Sox are really looking almost desperate for a victory. You know, in Game 1, you looked at the matchups. Of course, Tom Fordham making his major league debut for the White Sox, the left-hander, against Chris Carpenter. Carpenter was 0-5 with a very high, almost a 9-point earned run average. So it looked like the Sox were really catching a break in the doubleheader. They were not able to take advantage of the opportunities to score, were losers, and now they are up against an old teammate in Luis Andujar. Andujar has an excellent changeup, but his record also is 0-5 with a 5.57 earned run average. And one thing about Andujar, when he was wearing that White Sox uniform, Hawk, he wasn't afraid to pitch inside, and he had a very good changeup.
An outstanding changeup, as you mentioned, by far his best pitch, but we will just have to see, because we have seen guys with good changeups against our ball club really shut them down.
Yeah, that's very true, especially the left-handers. You know, they got to make adjustments up at the plate against changeup type pitchers, and Luis Andujar certainly does not have an overpowering fastball. So hopefully guys will think about taking him into the opposite field, the right-handed hitters taking him to right center and the lefties into left center, and that will hopefully make his changeup less effective. Now, Jason Beret has been a power pitcher throughout his career. Of course, Jason got off to that wonderful start and then has faced numerous injuries in the last couple of years. So Jason, though, has had some considerable success against the Blue Jays. In his career, he is 2-0 with a 4.15 earned run average against the Jays. And he was on the 60-day disabled list, so I'm sure Jason has been anxiously looking forward to this day. So hopefully he'll have good stuff and there won't be any problems with his arm this evening. The White Sox are taking the field for Game 2. The Blue Jays now have a 4-1 advantage in the season series against the White Sox. The Sox will travel to Skydome next week for a 3-game series. And meanwhile, here is the Toronto lineup for Game 2. Leading off in center field, Shannon Stewart. Batting second at second, Carlos Garcia, who did not play in Game 1. Jose Cruz Jr. hits third, plays left field. Joe Carter will play right, hitting the cleanup spot. At first base and batting fifth is Carlos Delgado, followed by third baseman Ed Sprague. Sean Green is the DH in the seventh position. Hitting eighth behind the plate, Benito Santiago, and bringing up the rear at shortstop, Tomas Perez. That is not a hitting juggernaut right there, so hopefully Jason will take advantage of that. Jason this season at Nashville in 4 starts was 1-1 with a 5.59 earned run average, but they felt like he was pitching effectively enough to come up to the major league level. 23 hits allowed, 19 in the third, gave up 2 homers, 7 walks, and 13 strikeouts. Defensively, the Sox have Albert Bell in left field, Mike Cameron in center, and Dave Martinez plays right field. Robin Ventura once again at third. Ozzie Guillen is at shortstop. Ray Durham at second. Mario Valdez plays first base. Ron Karkovice is behind the plate, and Jason Beret on the mound. The umpires are good friends. In blue, Eric Cooper is at home plate. Darrell Cousins at first base. Laz Diaz at second, and Ed Hickox is the third base umpire. So Jason Beret, who is now 26 years old, is ready to go, and here's the Hawkaroo.
All right, Wimpy, thank you, and once again, welcome back to Comiskey Park for the finale of this doubleheader. Shannon Stewart will lead it off. Shannon 1 for 5 in Game 1. 23-year-old outfielder out of Miami, Florida. First pitch is a fastball up high. Blue Jays coming in with that record of 60-63. Sox are 60-64. As that pitch fastball misses and the count 2-0. And this will be a situation of just a pitch count or just a feel of just how well his arm does in fact react. That's going away, ball 3. As you mentioned earlier, Wimpy, he certainly wouldn't be out there unless they felt he could get through this thing.
Oh yeah, and contribute to the team in a pennant race.
That's upstairs, ball 4, so he walks Shannon Stewart. And we'll check out his numbers in his 9 rehab starts. There you see it, 34 and a third, 1 and 2 with a 5.24 ERA. So with Stewart at first, he is 1 for 1 in stolen bases. Here's Carlos Garcia hitting at .215, 3 homers, 17 RBIs. What a huge disappointment he has been to Toronto, coming over in that trade with the Pirates. There's a curveball strike. Sox, as we speak now, 5.5 games back of the Tribe, who are out playing the Mariners at the Kingdome. Jason will let Shannon Stewart know that he hadn't forgot, but he knows he has good speed. Totals in game 1 for Toronto: 6 runs, 9 hits, an error. They stranded 9. For the Sox, 5 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors. They left 11. There goes Stewart. There's a ground ball. Ozzie has to recover on the short hop very quickly over to Mario Valdez. Nice play, Ozzie. And that's out number 1.
Well, they got that fastball at 90 miles an hour. Garcia really couldn't get the head of the bat out, was jammed by that pitch, so that's a good sign for Jason. One of the things you got to worry about tonight, too, Hawk, is that Jason Bray has been very easy to steal on in the past. So the guys that can run on this Blue Jay ball club are going to take off.
Jose Cruz Jr. takes a pitch off the plate. He was 1 for 2 in game 1. Hitting at 266. 17 homers. And 46 knocked in. That is just 66 ball games. Two and 0 the count. Outfield playing him the pull. Well, that double he hit in the first game just jumped off his bat as there's a strike. And it's 2 and 1. Just tuning in, we were talking about conversation with Lou Piniella. Said he's got one of the livest bats he has ever seen.
And he has seen some lively bats in his day.
Yes, he has. Pretty good fastball right there. That's the best one he's thrown.
Well, they got that one at 90 miles an hour, outer half of the plate.
And the 2-2. Cruz just 23.
Ew.
Stewart at 23, Cruz at 23, Sean Green at 24, and Tomas Perez at 23 in that lineup. Of course, the elder statesman for the Blue Jays is 37-year-old veteran Joe Carter, who is on deck. Once again, the 2-2 pitch. There's a chopper going foul, and Alfredo Griffin.
Fettuccine Alfredo. That's right. I forgot that he was the coach over there.
Nick Leyva at third. Jason, a little double look back at second. There's a curveball. He's gone for out number 2. Nice motion right there by Jason. Pulled a string on that hook.
Yes, he did. This one is basically straight down. Little movement in. Well, that's going to get a lot of people right there. He really stayed on top of this one. Good pitch by Beret.
So here's Carter. Joe hitting at 244. But he does have 18 long ones, and he has knocked in 83. 1 for 3 in game 1 with an RBI. In fact, he had a sacrifice fly to second base. Curveball strike, says Eric Cooper. Now field playing him slightly to the left. Jammed him with a fastball. Stay in here. It will as Valdez over, and he just can't quite hang on to it. Got a glove on it. Really been exceptional defensively at first base, but right here he will learn on those pop-ups, especially when you get near that photographer's well. You got to get over there in a hurry and then make an adjustment. He just drifted over, and that's the reason he wasn't able to make the play.
Now that's true. You know, of course, you can go inside the dugout and make a catch. Now, what's the story on the camera well? Obviously, that must be out of play.
I would think so.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Into center field, Mike Cameron. He is there, so Jason walks the leadoff hitter on 4 pitches and then comes back to retire Garcia, Cruz, and Carter. And after a half inning of play, it's the Blue Jays nothing, and the good guys coming up.
After 4 years of working in the pros for the Chicago Bears, I was given the unique opportunity to go back to school. I'm excited to be back on campus with the school spirit, working with the students, and the atmosphere of a Big Ten university. In fact, I couldn't resist getting to campus a little early. I can't wait for the fall.
To take advantage of the great deals at the Dodge Big Summer Clearance, you're going to have to act fast. Because with combined package values and discounts of up to $13.50, our supply of Dodge Dakotas will rapidly run out. With package values of up to $11.85 on the mighty Dodge Ram, time isn't the only thing that's going to fly. Get to the Dodge Big Summer Clearance soon, because the clock is running. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Montgomery Ward presents Talkin' About Baseball. The lowest paid attendance to a Major League Baseball game is 12. Not a good day for baseball. Even worse for the Wave. You can't beat baseball. And today, you can't beat Montgomery Ward. Take home an Admiral Top Mount refrigerator with free ice maker, only $5.49. An RCA 27-inch stereo color TV with picture-in-picture, just $3.99. A JVC Hi-Fi VCR is only $1.99. What a team, Montgomery Ward. Here's the Sox lineup. Top third has Ray Durham at second base, Dave Martinez in right, Frank Thomas as your DH. Middle third features Albert Bell in left field, Robin Ventura at third, and Mike Cameron in center. Bottom third has Mario Valdez at first base, Ron Karkovice behind the plate, and Ozzie Guillen at shortstop. And Luis Andujar on the mound, 0-5, 5.57 earned run average. The league is batting .344 against the former White Sox pitcher. 6 starts, 62 hits in 42 innings. That's a bunch.
And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours as Ray Durham takes fastball up high. Ray 2 for 3 in game 1, hitting at .262, 8 homers and 42 knocked in. Fouls that pitch down. Ray also had a stolen base. First game, number 27.
Cruz, Stewart, and Carter in the outfield for Toronto. Sprague, Garcia, Perez, Garcia, Delgado in the infield. Santiago behind the plate. Andujar is on the mound. A Latin American connection.
1-1 pitch. Ray did have a sacrifice fly as well in game 1. Had a single, a double, and he scored a run to go along with that stolen base. That pitch misses, and the count moves to 3 balls and a strike. Fourth doubleheader of the year for the Sox. In the first 3, they split them. As that's low ball 4, so good speed aboard. And let's check out our picks to click tonight. Our fan, Dr. Doom, Ward Levy. And Sarah Meyer.
What a team.
Oh, yeah. Sarah, daughter of Mike Mayer, went with Cameron, and Mangello with Karkovice, Wimpy, Ventura. Kristen and I are going to go with Albert Bell.
That's Joe Grube, Mike Mayer, and myself forming our ball club.
Ain't enough.
Victorious in game 1.
Dave Martinez, 273, 10 homers, 39 knocked in. Takes ball 1. David 2 for 5 in game 1. I mentioned the Sox have split their first 3 doubleheaders. Toronto's only played 1 doubleheader prior to this, and they lost that. Outfield straight up. As there's a strike on the outside corner. And the count evens at 1. Another action in the American League. Top of the 9th inning at Kansas City. Baltimore leading the Royals 12-9. Top of the 7th in Detroit, Tigers leading Minnesota 7-2. Minnesota on a 9-game losing streak. Milwaukee scored 3 in the top of the 1st at Texas. Rangers have come back with one of their own, still hitting in the bottom of the 1st. We mentioned later on Cleveland at Seattle, New York at Anaheim, and Boston takes on the Athletics at the Coliseum. Here goes Durham. Santiago with that good arm. Not in time. That is number 28. I love to watch Ray run.
Me too. They got a good jump right here, and Santiago did everything he could. Pitches down and away, and he comes up firing. The throw just a little bit high, but you can't make it picture perfect every time, and Durham just gets in there ahead of the tag.
Santiago with those quick feet for a catcher. So Martinez has a 2-1 count. Get him over, or better yet, get him in, David. There's a bunt. He's going to get him over.
Beautiful.
Sprague and no. Beautiful bunt by Martinez. That'll be a base hit with Durham moving into 3rd.
Boy, that's a great bunt. You couldn't throw this one down the line any better than this. Look how he takes his time, chokes up, just kind of catches it down off the end of the bat. Sprague coming on, really, the angle Sprague had, it was almost impossible. He's coming in and to the right. So watch Sprague's body right here. Well, you just can't get yourself into any kind of throwing motion. He does the best he can. So here's Big Frank. Good chance.
Frank 3 for 4 in game 1 with an RBI. He's hitting .344, 28 homers, and 99 knocked in. Takes that pitch off the inside corner. So Dave with 11 stolen bases in 16 attempts. Outfield around to the right. That fastball high, and the Big Hurt in good shape at 2-0. Breaking ball. Great pitch to hit. Frank underneath.
Oh, man. Center cut. A little higher than what Frank would have liked. Oh, my.
Spiral.
Just screaming, hit me, hit me.
Long set by Andihar. And that fastball inside to move the count to 3 balls and a strike. And all of us here at Sports Channel would like to welcome our affiliate Media One. The White Sox hello, and yes to all our viewers in Downers Grove and Darien.
Oh, I know they got a lot of your money.
No question about it. Three-one pitch. And that's ball 4, so that'll load him up with nobody out. Here comes Albert. Cito Gaston, seen his club. There's some pretty good pitching this year. Of course, when you got the Rocket 19-4, Pat Hinkin, last year's Cy Young Award winner. But they have just had virtually no offense all season long. Last in the league in almost every category.
And so, excuse me, August. So it's very important for them to minimize the damage in this first inning because they're not a good come-from-behind team.
Albert hitting at .261, 23 homers, 83 knocked in, 1 for 5, a double in the 9th inning in the first game.
And this isn't real good right here. Batting average last in the league at 242, runs per game at just 4. Hits are last, slugging percentage and on-base percentage. They will catch it, though. And they're ranked 3rd in pitching.
Coming into action today, they had a 3.86 team ERA. There you see Albert, 9 grand slams. Takes that fastball high. Sacks packed with Sox. And now, Manjahar. Benito Santiago taking too much time for Albert's liking. A fastball in the outside corner. Made a good pitch right there. And once again, Albert lately, as we've talked about, 0-2-1-2 in most of his at-bats. And that does make it tougher. A little more difficult, Wimperoo.
Oh, yes. He's got a battle right here. Try and hit something out in right center field.
Well, you're just in such a defensive posture when you're 0-2-1-2. You have to be more defensive, and Albert certainly is an aggressive hitter.
Well, the thing about Albert, the few hits that he's gotten lately have been with 2 strikes on him. Of course, he's been up there with
0-2-1-2. Fouls that pitch back, and it'll be out of play. The 24-year-old right-hander making his 7th start in his 16th appearance. Opposition hitting at .344 against Santiago.
Oh, when he first came up with the White Sox, well, he was really impressive.
That first game against Oakland, outstanding. Pretty good rip right there by Albert. Just a little bit tardy. Yeah, he only had one unimpressive inning in that whole performance against the Athletics.
Yeah.
See, Albert right there had the sweet meat on it, but just a little late. If you're just tuning in, Jason Beret walked the leadoff hitter in the top of the first and retired Garcia. Cruz on a strikeout, and Carter to get out of it. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Albert. Got a hanger right there, and fortunately for him, he fouls it back and is going to get out of play. Interesting what Albert had to say in the paper about you got to blame anybody for this year's lack of performance and the lack of success for the club. He said, blame me.
Well, I'm sure he's got to take his fair share of it, but there's a lot of guys come in that category.
Whole bunch. I thought it was interesting to note that he would just go ahead and say that. You don't find too many guys today. Guys today are the guys are willing to point fingers, you know, deflect the heat and the pressure.
There's no question that Albert has not done that in this situation, which is great.
Once again, the 2-2. Just got a piece of it. The only thing he said in that story, though, that I disagreed with was the fact that he said if I'd have been doing well, that trade would not have been made. I think that trade would have been made anyway.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
I don't either. That's just my opinion. Here's the 2-2. Watch out. Full count to Albert Bell.
Well, Albert, I think, is indicating right there that if he'd have played better, that everybody else would have followed suit and done better as well. Who knows?
The payoff pitch. The ball hit high and deep into center field. Shannon Stewart has the bead, has the ball. All the runners are tagging. Frank moves from first into second. Dave Martinez moves from second into third. Durham scores, and the Sox lead it 1-0.
Well, there's a rookie mistake right there by Stewart. Well, Albert, that's pretty good at bat for him right there, battling to get the sacrifice fly. They want the fastball away. He leaves it kind of over the middle of the plate from that angle. And doesn't quite get it out front. Of course, Albert is a back foot hitter. But right there, Shannon Stewart, he's got to make that throw to second base to keep Frank from getting there and keeping that double play option available.
Yeah, he's got no chance to throw at anybody in the third. Ball hit that deep. So Robin takes first pitch fastball right there. Robin hitting at .356. Go along with 3 homers and 10 RBIs. That ball into left field. Martinez is tagging Cruz, getting into position. He got into good position. Here's a throw. It's off the mark as David scores, and it's 2-0 Sox.
Well, the Sox are playing a little bit of baseball this inning, and that's good. You know, it all starts with Ray Durham. When Ray is aggressive on the base pass, the team naturally looks a little bit better. I mean, they're running, they look aggressive, they're able to do a lot of other things. Martinez with the great bunt hit. These are things that you love to see in baseball, aggressiveness. And the Sox just haven't been doing that with any type of consistency all season long.
So here's Mike Cameron. Mike 1 for 3 with an RBI in the first game. Hitting at .266, 12 homers, and 44 knocked in. Outfield just about straight up as there's a ground ball base hit in the right field. Here's Carter with a throw, not in time. It's a big hurt, scores, and it's 3-0 Sox. Boy, his hitting with men in scoring position since what, June 28th has been almost unbelievable.
Unbelievable. 450, I think it's got to be up to right about now. Frank having a tough time scoring. And Joe Carter, he doesn't play out the outfield very often, especially right field. I mean, I think Frank's got to be thrown out right here. Brumfield would have had him, believe me. Throw he made.
No, he wouldn't have had him at all.
He wouldn't
have sent him.
Good point. I guess that, well, that's a great job. You see, 459 since June 28th, runners in scoring position. Good job by Doug Rader knowing the arm strength of that outfielder.
So Cameron was 17 for 19 in stolen bases. I'll tell you, hitting almost 500 for 7 weeks with men in scoring position is outstanding. But Andujar got himself in this jam. The leadoff walk to Durham. Bunt single by Martinez. Another walk to Frank. They both have scored, both walks. Mario takes a fastball up high. Fastball up high as well in the count. 2-0. So, Sarah Mayer, her pick to collect Mike Cameron. As we look at the proud Papa, Mike goes through that 2-0 heater. Oh, Mikey, get a good jump and go. Andy Hart doesn't waste a whole lot of time in unloading to the plate. That'll be fouled out of play left side. So a full count with 2 down. Cameron at first. On just 2 hits for the Sox here in the bottom of the first inning. Boy, what a good-looking athlete Mike Cameron is. Man.
He's got it all, doesn't he?
They had a little rough time defensively in game 1. That's the first time that's happened in a long time.
Oh, yeah. I believe it was really tough. You saw a lot of outfielders in that first game having difficulty picking up the ball.
That's a good pitch for Mario to hit right there. Yeah, there was that haze, that glare, whatever it was. We saw several outfielders having some problems. But it doesn't make any difference. In the past, Mikey has overcome all those obstacles.
Sure.
Again, the payoff. And that's a high ball 4, so the 3rd walk of the inning.
And pitching coach Mel Queen on his way out to the mound. He could throw hard, couldn't he?
You never saw him throw, did you?
No.
He started as an outfielder in the Cincinnati organization. He hit a lot of home runs. Pretty good hitter. But as he went up, the pitching evidently got a little tougher for him. He switched to a pitcher. Well, he had one of the best arms you ever want to see. He had a gun.
No kidding.
Yeah. I mean, he had a gun. Guys used to come out just to watch him take infield practice.
No kidding. Well, that's in the days where they converted a lot of guys from outfield to pitcher.
Yeah. So here's Karkovice. Kark hitting at 183, 4 homers, 13 knocked in, takes that pitch outside. Off-speed pitch up high, and he's in good shape at 2-0. Final now from Kansas City. Baltimore beats the Royals 12-9. Orioles just continue to rock and roll, don't they?
Yes, they do.
5.5 game lead now over the Yankees. As that's right on the corner. Nasty pitch on 2-0. Orioles now are 78 and 43.
That's a good record.
35-0.
Good. That's the best record in baseball.
It could be, you know, Big Bob.
I'm sure it is.
It's almost a blueprint of the 2-0 pitch, and the count evens at 2. Just did get a piece of that one. So Cameron will return to second. Valdez will return to first. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on, 3 in.
Yeah, Baltimore easily the best record in baseball. Atlanta has 76 wins, but they have lost 6 more games than the Orioles have. I tell you, the Orioles must have a lot of makeup still to go because they've had some bad weather in Baltimore.
Shanks that one foul out of play, so Cart cutting and slashing. I don't want to upset you. I shouldn't have said. I'll never say that again.
All right.
I'll never say Shank again.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Orioles 5 games ahead of the Yanks. Red Sox creeping up on 500 after a brutal start.
Full count. Well, Andahar has thrown him some pitches here in the bottom of the first. Yankees are 24 over. Runners are off, and there's a jam job as Sprague just picks it up, puts a tag on Cameron, saving himself a throw, but the Sox get some help from the wildness of Luis Andahar. Score 3, and after 1, there it is.
I want boom, da, boom, doom. Why do you want to look at my Discover card statement? It's mine. I live in New York City. Of course, I love the theater. Bring in the noise. You know, it's my favorite show. I go there as often as I can, trying to steal another step. And my kids want me to be more risky. Come to Garçon stuff is, you know, it's risky. I want a cashback bonus.
How many credit cards make a statement like that? It pays to Discover. Use it where you see the Nova sign.
To take advantage of the great deals at the Dodge Big Summer Clearance, you're going to have to act fast. Because with low financing and $1,000 cash back, our supply of neons will quickly expire. With the very same deal on Stratus, our inventory will rapidly run out. And with low financing and cash back on Intrepid, time isn't the only thing that's going to fly. I'd suggest you get to the Dodge Big Summer Clearance today. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Southwest Airlines fares so low, you have the freedom to go places and do things you never thought possible. Fly Southwest Airlines.
Baseball Thursday continues on Sports Channel this week when the surprising New York Mets welcome Mike Piazza and the Los Angeles Dodgers to Shea Stadium. Coverage begins Thursday night at 6:30 exclusively on Sports Channel.
Top of the second inning.
Yeah, we're smoking. Thank you very much.
3 runs on 2 hits for the Sox. As Carlos Delgado will lead it off. Carlos hitting at .249. But he does have 25 long ones. Good change up right there. Robin's got to hurry. On the move. Good throw. Yes, nice play, Robin.
He can pick it. Boy, there's a little nudge off the end of the bat. Yeah, and he's got to move to his right, too, which makes it that much tougher. Going to your right and in, you got to catch it. Well, he got it with his right foot forward. They took a couple steps and bang. Great throw.
I know one thing. After the day, Robin will definitely hit the ice bucket.
Yeah. What, a doubleheader?
Well, he goes in. Robin's schedule after a ball game, he goes right into Herm's office. They fill up the big tub with ice. He puts both feet in there.
I know. That's unreal.
as Ed Sprague. It takes ball one. Sprague hitting at .231. Homers, 42 knocked in. That's up high, 3-0. So Jason, in his career against the Blue Jays, is 2-0. In his Major League career composite is 32-23. There's the strike. We talked about when he first came up. One of the best-looking young right-handers you will ever see. Whew, he could rush it up there. There's that ball off the fist. Cameron coming on, makes the catch. 2 down. Pretty good year that guy's having, 19-4. Club under 500.
1.7 earned run average. He's good.
To Sean Green. Takes a breaking ball strike. Green, who was born in Des Plaines. There are his numbers. 16 and 40. And there's a base hit. So Green pulls into second with his 18th two-bagger. You can cancel a post-game show.
All right.
That'll bring up the catcher, 32-year-old veteran Benito Santiago, hitting at .225, 9 homers, 28 knocked in. Another big disappointment for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, he hit 30 home runs last year. For the Phillies. He's always been a good fastball hitter. Has trouble when you change up, throw him off speed stuff. .215 with runners in scoring position this year.
Look at the home runs, 9. He has 8 doubles, so he only has 17 extra base hits.
Ouch. And I bet they paid him a pretty penny.
You know, it's amazing how perceptive you are. You know?
Yeah, darn right I am. Frugal.
There's a breaking pitch, and the count moves to 1-2.
Benito's been in the National League his entire career. 262 career hitter coming into this year. 159 homers. Last year he hit 30 with 85 RBIs for Philadelphia, batting .264.
Fastball up out over the plate, and the count evens at 2. Garcia's only got 18 extra base hits. Got more than Benito. That's high, and the count goes full. So Sean Green at second with 2 down here in the top of the second inning.
Well, probably the only guys that are really progressing and having the years expected of them would, you'd say Delgado and Green. I think Alex Gonzalez should be better than what he's doing.
He got him on the inside corner, a beauty. And that'll do it. Nothing across. There was a hit. There's one left after an inning and a half. It's 3-0 good guy.
Today's game is brought to you by Budweiser, Brewery Fresh Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball.
You're going to want to take advantage of the great deals at the Dodge Big Summer Clearance before time runs out. you'll need to be quick on your feet to corner a Caravan with up to $1,000 cash back. And since after $750 cash back, Caravan is the lowest priced minivan in the industry, time isn't the only thing that's going to fly. Get to the Dodge Big Summer Clearance soon, because the clock is running. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
You've been everywhere else. Now come to our city, Dodge City of Countryside. Our lot is filled with a huge selection of cars, trucks, and vans, and pre-driven vehicles all ready for pickup. Good credit, bad credit, or no credit, Dodge City can help. No matter what new or used car you buy, we can find a credit line to work for you. Plus, you'll find the satisfaction of knowing our award-winning service department is open till 3 a.m. for all your needs. For selection, value, and service, don't drive from town to town. Just come to our city, Dodge City of Countryside at 5949 South LaGrange Road.
Want to get ahead in life, boost your earning potential, achieve success? You can have it all at Moraine Valley Community College. Join other students who are working toward a college degree, benefiting from hands-on job training or updating their skills. At just $49 per credit hour, Moraine Valley delivers quality education at an affordable price. To find out why Moraine Valley is the smart choice for you, call 708-974-2110. Classes start August 25th. Moraine Valley Community College, where opportunities begin.
Nothing Sox here in the bottom of the second inning. Luis Andujar threw a whole bunch of pitches. In the first, he walked 3, gave up a couple of hits. Sox sent 8 men to the plate. So leading it off here in the second, it'll be Ozzie, then back to the top of the order, and Ray Durham and Dave Martinez. Ozzie hitting at .258. 1 for 4 in the first game. Cutting and slashing, fouls it off Souvenir upper tank. I like it when Ozzie cuts and slashes.
You do?
Yeah. I love it when Ozzie cuts and slashes.
And why would that be?
I don't know. It's just I like going up to that plate and cutting and slashing, man. Give yourself a chance.
How about when it's like it's went over your head?
It doesn't make any difference. If you're looking for it, you can hit it up there.
Nah. I think Ozzie could hit 280, 290 if he didn't cut and slash. Of course, that's only my opinion.
That's right. And you know what opinions are like, Big Bob.
Yes, I do. But we certainly are entitled to them.
You better be. That big gap in right center. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, 3-hopper. Carlos Garcia's got him for out number 1.
Number 5, Ray Durham.
I remember the first time we saw Carlos Garcia in spring training, Whippy.
Yes.
It looked like he was going to be a world beater, didn't it?
Yes, he did. The Pirate organization was talking about him like he was the second coming.
Yeah.
Great player, and boy, it just hasn't worked for him this year.
You know, a lot of guys, I tell you, when they get traded, there's it's an individual thing. As Ray started everything off with that walk, then he stole second and scored the first inning. But guys get traded, and sometimes they just have trouble making an adjustment.
Yeah. And other guys are just the opposite.
There's a shot base hit, so Durham. Good speed aboard. He picked up his 28th stolen base last inning. Yeah, other guys get traded, and it's almost like breathing new life into their body.
Sure.
Other guys get traded, and it's almost like taking it out.
Yeah, some guys need a change of scenery. I got a lot of changes of scenery.
Yeah, but Whippy, you didn't get your traveling money, you know?
What? You got travel money?
You did not get your travel money. That's big money, too. I mean, that was a lot.
In most circumstances, I was given a day to get out of town. Didn't have a chance to collect.
Dave had a beautiful bunt single last inning. Boy, it was picture perfect.
Go ahead and run, Ray.
Textbook technique. There he goes. Oh, man, he had that base stolen easy.
I think Ray Durham should run every time he gets on base. It makes the team look better.
This is one of the few times that Andujar did not use that little glide step, had a big leg kick.
Yeah.
I don't even think Delgado would have thrown.
No. Or Santiago.
Oh, Santiago. It'd have been hard for Santiago to get it down to Delgado to get it over to Perez, you know, and still get it.
That's a heck of a move.
Yeah. Fastball high off the plate, and the count 1-1.
Yeah, if you look back and you see when Ray Durham has his best games, you can usually point to a White Sox win. When he's swinging the bat and running the bases aggressively, he's scoring.
David with that bunt single, now hitting at 275. Well, it just seems like for every ball club, there's one guy that usually it's either the first or second place hitter. But when they're going good, they seem just to set the tempo, the table, the pace, and a very positive attitude for that particular game. And you're right, when Durham has a good game, it seems like we win.
Yeah, because he'll score 2 or 3 times, steal a couple bases.
Well, also, you know, it's part of the attitude that the other team gets from it.
Yeah.
It's a downer.
That's right. If they're a downer and the energy level increases on your ball club.
I know when Ricky Henderson gets on base when he can really run.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a complete, it put so much pressure on everybody in the infield, especially the pitcher. And then the catcher, and then it went all the way around the infield, and I've seen him really just make guys become unglued out there.
Sure.
It's up high. 3 balls and a strike with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. 3-0 good guys. Get anywhere near as good a jump right there as that pitch fouled back and the count goes full. Now, pressure to me is the biggest hindrance of performance that I have ever seen in my career. More so than any other factor. Some guys just have trouble handling pressure. Everybody has trouble handling pressure to a degree, but it's how well they handle it to how well they succeed, unless you're talking about your true superstars or your true super talents. Now, their talent a lot of times is going to kick in and take over. But for the normal player, 98% of them, because only 2% of the players are superstars anyway.
Right.
There goes Ray. And there's a base hit in the right field. Ray will turn second, moving to third. I love to watch Ray run.
And Dave Martinez swinging that bat, too. Boy, David, he just ropes this one. He got his hands up on a high pitch. See, this is the same pitch that David had just been flaring in the left field. He stays close right here. Minimal head movement as you look at Ray. Boy, Ray Durham looks up every time he steals and makes sure that ball is put into play, so you're not going to deke him at any time.
Here's Big Frank. He drew a walk and scored last inning. Got a chance to knock in his 100th run. And got a breaking ball up out over the plate. I remember talking about pressure, Wimpy, I remember a lesson. When I'd retired from baseball, went into golf. Jack Nicklaus was giving me a lesson. He told me, he says, anybody that tells you that they never choked is lying.
Yes, sir.
He said, everybody's always talking about, writing about how cool, calm, and collected I am. He said, you can't believe how scared I've been sometimes, and just absolutely spit it out. which was, you know, for a great player and a great guy, it was a tremendous admission. Because if you'd asked me, I said, Jack, I don't think Jack ever choked.
Yeah.
Everybody chokes. That pitch inside. And then you get those guys that say, oh, man, I love it. I play better under pressure. Well, those are the guys you want to bring to the first tee. Because they're doing the easy part. They're doing the talking.
Yeah, right. Well, that's true.
The 1-2. And that's fouled away. What a marvelous, marvelous, marvelous stand of records that this guy has put up.
Yeah. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is. It really is. We've been fortunate enough to see almost every one of those hits.
Yeah.
There's a shot base hit, and our congratulations go out to Frank on his 100th ribby.
Boy, what a great job of hitting right there. He just stayed close. Maybe that day off yesterday really did Frank some good. Seeing that back, those hands stay back. He recognizes it up and away and just goes with the pitch perfectly, ripping it into right field. And supervision will show you the pitches. There's number 5 up and away, nailed.
Here's Albert. Albert had that sacrifice fly to center field, to deep center field, picking up his 84th RBI. I tell you, you're talking about a guy who needs a day off. In my opinion, it's Albert Bell. He needs a couple of them.
Without question.
I'd just like to see him go over and sit in that dugout and just watch a couple of baseball games. No DH, nothing. Stay away from him. Just watch a couple of baseball games. Try to get things back into perspective, into proper focus as he takes a strike.
I agree.
Look at this. Poof. There they are. Doug Stanton. Talk about it, and he's got it.
Martinez, Buhner, and Hunter.
Well, there's no question that I'm talking with Lou Piniella, he's going to start resting Jay Buhner. He said you just got to, he doesn't have any depth over there, but he's got to rest him. You just can't ride those horses hard and put them away wet every day.
Well, you can see Buhner is not swinging the bat anywhere near his capabilities.
Swinging the bat just like Albert.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, they're lunging at it, flying off the ball.
You get tired mentally. It's not your body gets tired. You just get tired. You know, you were a workhorse, Wimperoo. You know?
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
You know how tired you used to get mentally. And you still do.
You're right. Listening to you.
1-1 pitch. And that's what happens when you're tired. You know, you get good pitches to hit, and you pop them up, you foul them back. And that's out number 2.
Yeah, that's for sure, because, heck, when things are going good, you got great life, both physically and mentally, and you're in a good groove at the plate. Heck, you don't need a day off. That's the worst thing in the world for you. As you can see, that ball gets right on that right hip. And Albert shows some of his frustration right there.
That's what sets in when you're tired mentally. Frustration.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you go down to Albert and ask him if he wants a couple of days off, he'll say no.
Yeah.
Because he wants to play. He wants to play himself out of it. Here's Robin. That's what's amazed me about Frank so much. Is his process, his thought process is one of, he just handles it. He doesn't want to come out of the lineup. It kills him when he has to miss a game like he did yesterday after he got drilled in the elbow and that flexor muscle.
Yeah.
And he is as hard as anybody I've ever seen on himself, at least outwardly. I'm sure Albert's just as tough on himself, but he shows it in a different way. Pitch, ground ball to Hopper. Carlos Delgado's got him, and that'll retire the side. But the big hurt, Frank Thomas, picks his 100th RBI and puts it on the pocket. After 2, the Sox lead it 4-0.
It's about time. And finding faster ways to take new ideas from drawing board to reality. It's about the search for methods to make machinery last longer. Or make a long drive seem shorter. It's about making time to look beyond the obvious. And most of all, about taking time to listen. All things change through time. Cars, trucks, and a company.
Don't you hate paying all those bills? Well, at Ameritech, we combine your local and long-distance calls into one convenient bill. We can even put your Ameritech cellular and internet service on your phone bill. Unfortunately, some long-distance companies prefer to send you a separate bill. That's their idea of easy. Ameritech delivers what you want. One bill, one check to write, no hassles. Stick with what works. Ameritech. Your link to better communication.
The strong arms of the Blue Jays have rocketed them to the top of the pitching standings. Dave Martinez and friends will need plenty of turbo power to take Toronto to town. Tomorrow night at 7 on Sports Channel. We know the Sox inside out.
It's the top of the 3rd inning. The Blue Jays trail the Sox 4-0. Jason Beret in his White Sox debut this season has worked 2 scoreless innings, giving up 1 hit. Tomas Perez leads things off, takes one up and away. Tomas 1 for 3 with a double in game 1, hitting at .217.
It appears to me, just watching him now for 2 innings, Wimpy, that Jason has changed his mechanics just a little bit and is making a conscious effort to really stay up with his shoulder and stay on top. You know, he was getting down a little bit.
That's right.
So he's definitely changed his arm angle. There's no question about it. And we'll just have to see how it holds up.
Hey, another thing he's doing, he's working a lot quicker. A lot quicker. That's ball 4. So you don't want to walk that number 9 hitter. That's the second one issued by Jason. And we'll go to the top of the order, Shannon Stewart. A little bit of Roger
right
Clemens.
Here is where he's really, let it go. Just keep it, well, right there is where he's really making an effort to keep that right shoulder up. And that, of course, controls the arm angle.
Fakes the bunt, yes. Breaking ball, strike.
You know, the last few starts he made, he was getting underneath almost every breaking ball. Like Wilson Alvarez was doing. Get underneath it.
You kind of wonder about, they're injured. They can't get on top. I remember when Jason and Wilson Alvarez, quite a tandem there for a while. He gets jammed in the left field. Albert Bell is there. And that's out number 1. Here's the first 15,000 fans attending the Sunday, August 31st Sox game against Houston will receive the 3rd in a series of Ameritech Nostalgic phone cards. Card number 3 features the 1977 White Sox home jersey. Game time 1:05. For tickets, call 312-831-1SOX. Now, how many wins did they reel off in a row? It was like 20-some. The 2 of them.
Yeah, I think like low 20s, like 21 or 22.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing as Carlos Garcia hits this one. Easy play for Martinez in right field.
Well, Wimpy, I'll tell you what, if you go back and you get the films, I'll tell you right now, his shoulder position right now is closer to where it was when he first came up than the last 20 or 25 starts he made.
I believe you.
Before he got hurt.
So here's Jose Cruz Jr. He struck out in the first inning. Good curveball by Jason, did him in. Switch hitter takes the Fosh. The changeup.
79-mile-an-hour Fosh.
That's good. Curveball popped up to center. Mike Cameron is there. So a nice job by Jason Beret after the leadoff walk. He retires the next 3 hitters. And after 2.5 from Comiskey Park, it's the Sox by 4.
Low interest.
Cash back.
Low lease. You want a new car or minivan, and we want to sell you one. It's that simple. At Chrysler and Plymouth, we want what you want. And now, during the Chrysler and Plymouth model year clearance, get $1,000 cash back on every Plymouth car. Or up to $1,500 cash back on select Chryslers. There are low leases and up to $2,330 in total values on select Plymouth Voyagers. It's the Chrysler and Plymouth model year clearance, because we want what you want. It's that simple.
Catch Pac-10 on Fox Sports Net. College football Saturday is here. All live, all season long. The great games, the big plays, the team rivalries. It's all coming your way. The run for the Roses is on. Pac-10 on College Football Saturday. Weekend sports doesn't get any better than this. Starting September 4th on Sports Channel.
Comiskey Park, it's not only baseball, it's a dining experience.
It's a churro! Does my breath smell like jalapenos?
The cinnamon rolls here are excellent. Comiskey Park, sometimes I like to think of it as a theme restaurant with a baseball field attached. White Sox baseball, good guys wear black.
Southwest Airlines fares so low, you have the freedom to go places and do things you never thought possible. Fly Southwest Airlines.
It's the bottom of the 3rd. Sox leading 4-0. Mike Cameron's going to lead it off for the Sox. Mikey, an RBI single, hits this one in the gap, right center field. Shannon Stewart on his horse, and he runs it down. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Luis Andujar. And here's our Southwest Airlines Trivia Trove question. Name the 4 White Sox players to steal 50 or more bases since 1980. Okay. Rudy Law. Did Ron LaFleur do it?
How about Julio Cruz?
Julio Cruz?
No.
No. Okay. Since 1980. Cangelosi?
No. He didn't play enough.
He's still 50. That's right, he did. You know what he stole?
He had the rookie record. He had the rookie record. John Cangelosi set the rookie record for stolen bases.
Oh, and he's still playing.
Yeah.
With the Marlins. That's great. Kanji.
Kanji.
How about him? That's great. Really stick-to-itiveness. Plays hard.
Oh, yeah, there's no quitting him.
Oh, no. Like a pit bull. Let's see. So it's Kanji, Rudy. Don't look it up.
No, I'm not. I'm looking at Frank's number.
Okay. There's a fly to right center. Deep. Way back. Oh, no. It's off the glove and the wall. And Valdez is going to be safe at second. He had it in his glove, but couldn't hold on. Long run for Stewart. Oh, he just took his eye off it for a second. Hit right on the heel. Now you got to give him a hit on that.
Yeah, you do. That's the base. That's a double there. He had so far to go. Sure, he could have caught the ball. Maybe should have caught the ball. That's still a long way to go.
Yeah, he's playing him over in left center field. So here's Kark. with a chance. There's a drive deep to left field. Way back goes Cruz. He's on the warning track, and he makes the catch. Valdez tags. There's a throw. Whoa. Boy, Mario, you got to get down on that one. I thought Kark had him one. So 2-out runner at third for Ozzie Guillen. It's an off-speed pitch. Might have been the changeup. And Kark was all over it. I thought he got it. Cruz does not have a real strong throwing arm. But Mario Valdez, unless you're absolutely positive and you're going to make it by a wide margin, you've got to slide. Ozzie takes fastball inside.
Well, most of the fans know that Frank Thomas is the only player in Major League history to bat 300 or better with at least 20 home runs, 100 RBIs, 100 walks, and 100 runs scored in 6 consecutive seasons.
Right.
This is the 7th year, 7th full year in the big leagues. He's doing it 100.
Doing it
He's going to
again.
hit 300. He's going to hit.
Ho-hum, what new?
Is that unreal?
There's a grounder, takes him right to the bag. Delgado makes the play, so the Sox fail to score for the first time in this ball game, but after 3, lead it 4-zip.
More flights, more low fares, more possibilities. On Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom.
Nissan has just created a minor miracle. A new Altima that's roomier, quieter, and sleeker than ever before. But the miraculous part is that while they've raised the bar, they've done it without raising the price. The new Nissan Altima, starting at $15,000, $17,990 with a lot of stuff.
Folks, welcome back to Comiskey Park. Do you remember this face? This is the legendary Pistol Pete Ward. Pete, what are you doing nowadays?
I have a travel agency out in Portland, Oregon, and right now I've got a group of about 28 people back here from Portland on a little baseball trip.
Very nice. Coming back to Comiskey Park. Now, you were the Rookie of the Year in 1963 with the Sox. Did you have a good time back in the 60s with the team?
I had a great time back in the 60s, but Gary Peters was the Rookie of the Year. I was the Topps Bubblegum player of the Year, and Gary
that counts.
Pitcher, yeah. But Gary was, you know what I tell people is Gary could have beat me out at third base anyway, so we didn't mind him winning that.
Well, Pete, it's great to see you back here in Chicago. We'll welcome you back to Comiskey Park whenever you can make it.
Thanks. It's always great to come back.
One of the great ones, Pete Ward. Back up to you guys.
Thanks, Scoops, and thanks, Pete. Pete Ward, we visited him before the ball game. Still living in Portland, Oregon, the great Pacific Northwest. Here's Joe Carter. There's a hanging breaking ball, and Joe Carter's made a career nailing that pitch, so he drives it into the corner for a leadoff double. Recognized this one. Belt high, inner part, and he just creamed it. So the leadoff double. Yeah, that was a hanger right there from Jason. So here's Carlos Delgado, the first baseman. Good play by Robin Ventura, got him out in the 2nd inning. Carlos had the big hit, though, in the first game, a shot single in the 7th inning that drove in the lead run. Good fastball by Jason. Oh, he threw it right on by him. And that was a double for Mario Valdez last inning. We know Rosie was going to make that. We never even changed our scorecard.
He's the best.
He
is. He's the best in
Darn
baseball.
right.
I don't know about nationally.
Yeah.
He is certainly the best in the American League.
Yeah.
There
and
he is.
Handsome man at that. Come on, Rosie.
He has a
Look at the
tremendous
monitor.
amount of pride in his profession.
And his wardrobe. That's him. 2-2. Good Fosh right there by Jason Beret. And Carlos Delgado, 25 homers last year. Supervision Fosh, 79 miles an hour off the plate. Fish were biting right there. So the count even at 2 to Carlos Delgado. Oh, keep it in front of you, Clark. Nice job on that breaking ball in the dirt. So Carter can't advance. He's at second with nobody out. The Sox leading at 4-0. We're in the top of the 4th inning, and Jason Beret's debut. Well, 1997 debut. Jason came on like gangbusters in 93. He was 12-5 in 24 starts, a 3.47 earned run average. 12-2 the next year. That pitch grounded foul. And then he fell on some hard times with some arm problems, going 8-15 in 1995 with a very high earned run average, and last year pitched in just 5 ball games. Here's the 3-2 to Delgado. Curveball, yes. Nailed the outside corner. Outstanding pitch by Beret. That's his 3rd strikeout.
Well, with that arm angle the way he has it now and that high shoulder, it's really going to help him stay on top of the breaking ball, get the downer effect, and keep the upper part back. Boy, that's a beautiful pitch on any count, but especially 3-2.
Oh, man, look at that. He just paints the outside corner, the pink.
That's going to grab a lot of bench for a lot of guys right there.
Uh-huh. So here's Ed Sprague. Ed flied the center's first time up, takes a fastball inside. Outfield straight away for Sprague. 36 homers last year, 101 RBIs, but falling on some hard times this year. 12 and 42 respectively. That batting average at .230 as he stands in. Sean Green on deck. Hits this one high to right field. Martinez back right by the warning track, makes the catch for the second out. Carter gets to third. And already we're going to give the Southwest Airlines Trivia Trove answer.
Gary Reedus.
Gary Reedus, you're right. Named the 4 White Sox players to steal 50 since
Rudy
1980.
Law.
Rudy,
Tim
Canty,
Raines.
Timmy Raines. Tim Raines did. How did you know? You looked it up, didn't you?
I'm trying to find it.
Rudy, 77. He had 77 and 83. He was great. Gary Reedus, 52 and 87. Timmy Raines, 51 and 91. And Ken Gelosi, 50 and 86. Sean Green hits this one high and deep. And foul. Dave Martinez, great effort right there by David. Can't come up with it. Well, this young man can hit. Very graceful hitter.
He does a lot of good things at the plate.
Boy, you remember when you could just jam the daylights out of him? You could throw anything inside and you were going to break his fingernails.
Middle end, he was dead.
Yeah, he's getting better, though. Standing a little bit more of a crouch. He loops this one in the left field. Oh.
Good pitch.
Yeah, he made a good pitch on him. So the first run for the Jays as Carter crosses home plate. Sean Green drives home his 41st run.
Your prototype duck snort right here.
You make that contact right on that left hip. So here's Santiago, strikeout victim his first time up. See that wide open stance Benito has. Pops this one up. Should be easy for Ray Durham. And he makes the catch, but the Blue Jays get on the board on the RBI single by Green, and after 3.5, it's 4-1 Sox.
It's hot. You're thirsty. Quench your thirst.
A few years ago, Dodge took a gamble on a new pickup that changed all the rules. It paid off, because Dodge Ram just won Strategic Vision's Total Quality Award for the 3rd straight year. And in its very first year, a redesigned Dodge Dakota won the Total Quality Award in its segment too. If you'd like to see why, see your Dodge dealer and take a spin.
When you're going back to school, you've got enough difficult questions facing you without having to get a PhD in which computer to buy.
Wait a minute.
Well, at Computer Renaissance, we've got all the answers, and we've got a used computer for every budget. You can even trade your old computer in for a bigger, faster one. Frankly, getting the right computer for back to school has never been simpler.
I forgot to carry Savon.
Computer Renaissance. We buy, sell, and trade used and new computer equipment.
Media One takes you on an outer space adventure. Join the adventure to unlock the mysteries of the universe. Richard Dean Anderson, Stargate SG-1, a Showtime original series, Mondays at 8, 7 Central on Media One.
Andujar taking his warm-up tosses here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Blue Jays got on the board in the top half on the RBI single by Sean Green after the double by Joe Carter. So the top of the order, Ray Durham having himself quite a doubleheader himself. 2 for 3 with an RBI in the first game. And he is 1 for 1, check that, with a walk, a stolen base, and 2 runs scored here in game 2. There's a fastball strike at the knees, inside corner. Change, fish ain't biting. 75 pitches by Andujar. That's a lot.
3 innings.
Oh, he flips that one. Nope, he's not going to get there. Here comes Ray in the second base. The throw by Cruz, not in time.
Well, he just scoots, doesn't he?
Jet propelled. That was a pretty good pitch by Andujar. Change up right on the outside corner. So Ray now with 4 hits in 5 at-bats in the doubleheader. That's a good pitch right there.
Yeah, it was. I like to see Ray. When I watch him, he has a good idea by the time he gets to the bag, but he takes a couple of steps by first base. All of a sudden, he just kicks it in the high gear.
Yeah, it's amazing.
A little scooter.
Well, we'll see if Dave Martinez, who is 2 for 2, can get him over. David now with 4 hits in a doubleheader. 2 for 5 in game 1. He's going to bunt him over there, it looks like. Tried that in the first inning, got himself a base hit. David has that batting average up to 277 now. So he's starting to heat it up. Tomas Perez trying to keep Durham close at second as Martinez takes ball 2 down low. David at .391 last year against Toronto pitching with 4 runs batted in. Big Frank on deck. it this time. Little pop-up that Ed Sprague will make the catch on. Perez covers third.
So, one out, and a reminder, have your next party at Comiskey Park. Luxurious diamond suites are available for single-game rentals. Groups of 10, 20, or 35 guests can reserve a suite that includes food, beverages, and parking by calling the White Sox sales department at 312-674-1000.
Big Frank, single walk, a run, and his 100th RBI of the season. That's good. First pitch fastball misses inside. You know, coming into this doubleheader, Frank Thomas, his career average against the Blue Jays does 268. And the 2 RBIs he's gotten today, his first 2 of the season against Toronto pitching, so they've handled him better than any other team. Muscles this one into center field. Stewart back to the warning track, makes the catch. Ray will tag and move into third. Frank just didn't get it extended. Kind of pushed it out there almost 400 feet.
Well, you call it Ray just muscled it out.
Watch it right here. Watch where he makes contact. See, that ball's right on his right hip. And he's kind of leaning backwards right there. A normal guy hits that, it's going to go about 200 feet. Frank almost took him out of center field. And he knows he got a pitch that he could handle. So here's Albert Bell. Durham at third. Albert 0 for 1, a sacrifice fly. 83 runs bet. Check that, 84 now with the sac fly earlier. Oh boy, high drive in the center field. Stewart again makes the catch, and that'll do it. So the Sox threaten but come up empty, and after 4, it's still 4-1 good guys.
Much has been made about Cal Ripken Jr.'s durability and stamina, and rightfully so. But Ozzie Guillen has started at shortstop on 13 straight opening days for the Sox, and he's played in over 1,600 games. So like Ripken and also his namesake, rocker Ozzy Osbourne, Guillen has a right to say, "I am Iron Man." Sports Channel. We know the Sox. Inside out.
Dodge Avenger has pretty much turned the notion that sport coupes are expensive and cramped upside down. So much so that when the numbers were tabulated for Strategic Vision's Total Quality Award for Best Ownership Experience, Avenger came up co-winner in its class. Avenger, further evidence that the new Dodge is on a roll. Now get $1,000 cash back during the Dodge Big Summer Clearance.
Hello?
What happened?
We sealed the deal!
Yes! Where are you?
That's the steakhouse.
Porterhouse, filet, rump.
Now there's a new cellular service that's so clear, it's like you're there. Virtually no static or interference. ClearPath, so clear, it's like you're there.
Plans from $25 a month with 50 minutes free. Act now and get unlimited local calls for 2 months. From Ameritech, your link to better communication.
The 1993 White Sox throw some leather against the Blue Jays.
But Hernandez barehands it now. Sets low throw. Big Frank, what a play by Thomas. Joey Cora, yes! And the ball game is over. Roberto Hernandez comes on, nails it down for Kurt McCaskill.
Top of the 5th inning. Jason Beret goes to work, throws first pitch fastball up and away to Tomas Perez, who walked his first time up back in the 3rd. Just misses outside. Strike on the inside corner. 2-1 to Perez. Well, here's the guy you want to keep off the bases. That number 9 guy hitting at just 217. Make him swing the bat. He does, and he flares it foul left side. Two and two on Perez, and he's going to need a new weapon. So Jason has thrown 59 pitches, 24 balls, 35 strikes. And if you're a White Sox fan, you got to like what you see.
Yes. He's throwing the balls we talked earlier. He's throwing the ball better than I thought he would be throwing it.
Oh, yeah. Well, he jammed him right back at the Hawkeroo. Did that hit your glove? I heard a doink sound.
The clang, the dreaded clang.
Yeah, oh, I know it well. Oh, he hit this one in the center field. Mikey's there. He got that pitch up. But fortunately, Mike Cameron, patrolling in center field, made it easy. So with one out, Shannon Stewart is the hitter. Shannon 0 for 1, had a hit in game 1 of the series, of the doubleheader. Wednesday, right here on Sports Channel, we'll have game 3. That's tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
At 7. It's slightly. Oh, he jammed him. That's good. Robin Ventura puts it away, and there's 2 gone. Oh, Jason, get you a 1-2-3. It'll be James Baldwin against Robert Person. James 8-13, and Person 5-8 on the season.
And finale on Thursday. Now that game will be on WGN at 1 o'clock. It'll be Doug Drabek against Pat Hentgen.
The Cy Young Award winner last year. He's good. Garcia. Oh, man. Check swing. 1 hopper. This is going to be an easy inning for Beret. That's good. We are halfway home from Comiskey Park. Good guys lead by 3.
Dodge Dakota is #1 in horsepower, #1 in torque, #1 in towing, even #1 in payload. In fact, Dodge Dakota is ranked #1 in more categories versus any other compact. But that should come as no surprise for the truck that's full of surprises. Dodge Dakota starts as low as $12,335. See the friendly Dodge dealer.
Nickelodeon Live is coming to your town, and you'll have the chance to get on stage and experience stunts from your favorite game shows live. So get ready for the games, the action, the slide. Get ready for Nickelodeon Live. We're coming to your town. Nickelodeon Live, sponsored by Kellogg's Pop-Tarts.
You're never stranded with a cell phone from Cellular Advantage. Take a refreshing summer break with a free Motorola phone and free airtime every weekend through the end of the year. Available at all Cellular Advantage locations. Call 1-888-7-CELL-1 for the location nearest you.
This copyrighted telecast of Major League Baseball may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the expressed written consent of the Chicago White Sox and Sports Channel Chicago.
Here's our game. Well, we're not going to have the game summary because we're ready to play.
And Robin Ventura hopefully is ready to hit off Luis Andujar as a fastball. And now we'll check out our game summary brought to you by all the greater Chicagoland Dodge dealers. There you see 4-7-0, 1-3-0 for 85 innings. Big Frank is 7th straight. Certainly our congratulations go out to him.
Hello.
Man.
That's a great feeling, you know.
7th straight.
It must be. Let's call Dibber and find out what that feels like.
He's awesome. 1-1 to count to Robin. Robin, a sacrifice fly in the first, and he grounded to first in the second. Understand that one, Bruce?
Run that by me one more time.
Sacrifice fly in the first, and he grounded to first in the second.
Gotcha. So that would make him 0 for 1 with an RBI.
Right. Change up, come back. 1 gone. Frank, with a run scored tonight, has 81. He's going to get 100 of those.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think Frank had that many.
With a walk, he's got 81. He's going to get 100 of those.
Oh, yeah.
So, barring injury, knock on wood, he'll do it for the 7th straight time. Knock in 100, hit 300 or better, 20 more home runs, score 100, and walk 100 times.
And win the batting title. Why not?
Awesome. And the Sox, in order to allow Jason to pitch in this ball game tonight, as there's a strike on the inside corner, the option pitcher, Tom Fordham, who started the first game of this doubleheader, back to Nashville.
You get double hitters, you got to make moves.
Sure, you got to bring guys up.
Even if it's for a day.
That'll be out of play right side. Mike had an RBI single in the first, and in the third, Wimpy, he flied to 8.
F8, right. So he's 1 for 2 RBI.
8 being center field.
Right. Ooh.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pops him up. Tomas Perez. So 2 out, and that'll bring up Mario Valdez. Mario has walked, and he has doubled. Second game of that doubleheader at Kansas City. The Orioles leading Baltimore 1-0. Orioles hitting in the top of the third. Baltimore won the first game 12-9. Tigers beat the Twins 8-2. Minnesota has now lost 10 in a row. Top of the 5th at Texas. Milwaukee leading the Rangers 7-2. Cleveland scored 1 in the top of the first off rookie Kim Cloud at Seattle. Well, the Angels, they are still hitting in the bottom of the first inning, leading the Yankees 6-0. Rain delay at Oakland. Boston.
Wow. Go figure that one. So how about that theory we had about the Yankees getting that off day while the Anaheim team had to fly all night?
Struggle, man.
Boy, you can't figure this out.
That's why I love this game. Anybody thinks they know this game is nuts.
Right.
Fastball fouled it back. Fighting Fish beat the Cubs 8-1 down at Pro Player Stadium. Pittsburgh over the Padres 5-3 at Three Rivers. Giants leading the Phillies 9-5, bottom of the 8th at Veterans Stadium. It's a pretty good splitter right there. And they'll do it a 1-2-3 inning for Luis Andujar, and after 5, it's 4-1 Sox.
Montgomery Ward presents Talkin' About Baseball. June 1st, 1876, the first foul tip is hit. The following day, the catcher's mask is invented. You can't beat baseball. And today, you can't beat Montgomery Ward. Get an Admiral top mount refrigerator with free ice maker, only $5.49. A Performa by Maytag laundry pair, washer $3.99, dryer just $3.49. And a Simmons Beauty Rest Queen mattress set is only $5.99. What a team, Montgomery Ward.
With a Magnum engine here and spacious interior there, Dodge Ram van is all work. Add a seat here, a TV VCR there, wood trim, custom audio, and what was once all work becomes all play. The Dodge Ram conversion van. Add cash back here, plus packet values there, and you can get up to $3,200 off, making the Dodge Ram conversion van a superior choice, here and there. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Welcome back to Comiskey Park. Now, Sox fans, some good news, bad news. The good news in the series versus Toronto, looks like we're going to miss out on Roger Clemens. The bad news, it's going to be Pat Henkin's turn to take to the hill on Thursday. Even worse news, Henkin says he loves pitching here at Comiskey.
In the American League, it's known as the pitcher's park. I think the ball doesn't carry that well here. You got some foul territory. It's 347 down the left field line. You got to really smack it that way. And, you know, a lot of the parks now are, 325 where the ball carries really well. So I think from a pitcher standpoint, it's a great place to pitch.
Now, Henkin won the Cy Young Award last year, and you can rest assured he's not going to get a hangnail and miss the start on Thursday. In his 6 years in the big leagues, he's never missed one start. And this year, all he's doing is leading the American League in innings pitched. So, a daunting task ahead for the Sox, but I have no doubts. Guys, back up to you.
All right, thank you. And indeed, Pat Henkin, one of the great competitors out on that mound. He will toe the rubber for you and leave it all out there when the game's over. He won't take anything back to the clubhouse with him. Right here, it's 4-7-0 for the Sox, 1-3-0 for the Blue Jays. Jason Bray into his 6th inning of work. Misses that curveball down low to Jose Cruz Jr., who has struck out, and he has popped up to Mike Cameron in center field. Good change, way out in front. Activity down in the Sox pen, 22-year-old right-hander Carlos Castillo. So Jason Bray is 26, making his first appearance for the Sox since September 3rd of last year. Three and 1 to count in that Tiger 8-2 victory over Minnesota. Willie Blair, the winner, 13-5. There's the strike. Count goes full. Bob Hamlin hit his 15th. Travis Fryman his 18th. And Tony Clark hit number 28 for Detroit. Wow. That is foul.
Remember we thought Willie Blair would be picked up by a team in contention?
Evidently the Tigers, I'm sure they had some offers.
They had to.
Yeah, but evidently they just feel strong enough about their performance this year, which is the biggest turnaround in all of Major League Baseball, wins and losses, on the plus and minus side, that they just wanted to keep him and pick up a couple of players maybe. You know, they just signed a huge television deal. As that's ball 4, so he walks the leadoff hitter. So the Tigers are going to have some extra money, and also they're trying to gear their ball club to go into that new stadium they're building, much like Cleveland did. Here's Joe Carter. Joe has flied to center, doubled, and has scored the only Blue Jay tally. Big leg kick by Jason, and he misses with a fastball. Fastball up high. towering pop-up into left. This deep. Albert has room.
Oh, that is towering.
Yeah. Well, just watching Jason's velocity here in the top of the 6th inning is about 3 to 4 miles an hour slower than it was early on.
Yeah. No question about it. And last inning, he had his easiest inning, too. 1, 2, 3.
Here's the first baseman, Carlos Delgado. Robin made a beautiful play on him to throw him out, and then he struck out. Curveball, yes.
That's a good one.
Yes, it was. A biter.
I think Jason's curveball's been real good tonight, and as you mentioned, because he's able to stay on top of that ball, he's not letting his arm drop. Right shoulder staying up.
And when that shoulder comes down, your arm's going to come with it.
Yeah, and you're going to hang the daylights out of it. Or
one thing about it, you're going to get around it or underneath it. Fastball misses, and the count 2-1. Well, the Sox had another pitcher had that same problem. Until they did a very unique operation. As a matter of fact, it was one of the first, if not the first, ever performed in Major League Baseball. Richard Dotson. There's a shot, base hit. So Cruz will stop at second, and with 1 out, the Blue Jays have 2 on. And here comes Terry Bevington. So he has made the call of the bullpen, and I will say this, that he had an outstanding performance as Carlos Castillo comes on. A fine job done by Jason Beret. And what could be a very important outing for the Sox now, but possibly more important even next year. Indeed, welcome back, Jason. We'll be back to tell you about Carlos Castillo in just a moment.
Houston, how many miles are we flying?
900,000. Copy?
Roger that. Can we credit that toward our frequent flyer program?
Stand by, Red Hawk. We'll get back to you.
Now you don't have to fly to the moon and back to earn a free ticket. With Southwest Airlines frequent flyer program, Rapid Rewards, just 8 quick round trips and your next one's free.
A couple more of these flights and I can go someplace really cool.
Rapid Rewards from Southwest, the fastest way to fly free.
Montgomery Ward presents Talkin' About Baseball. June 1st, 1876, the first foul tip is hit. The following day, the catcher's mask is invented. You can't beat baseball. And today, you can't beat Montgomery Ward. Get an Admiral top mount refrigerator with free ice maker, only $5.49. A Performa by Maytag laundry pair, washer $3.99, dryer just $3.49. And a Simmons Beauty Rest Queen mattress set is only $5.99. What a team, Montgomery Ward.
The rivalries, the challenges, the months of grueling work. Yep, sounds like school starting again. Before you go back, get to the Sports Authority first. Clothes, sports equipment, backpacks, shoes. The Sports Authority has all the goods. Because if you got to go back to school, you might as well do it right.
Carlos Castillo's numbers in 35 games, 2-1, a save, 4.10 earned run average. He has given up 62 hits in 63 2/3 innings, 32 walks, and 41 strikeouts. So Carlos comes in a situation where the tying run comes up to the plate in Ed Sprague.
Sprague has flied to center. He has flied to right. Cardinals wound up getting 7 runs in the bottom of the first inning. Wow. The Yankees. There's a breaking ball strike, and that evens a count at 1. Cleveland still leading Seattle 1-0. Indians hitting in the top of the 3rd. Milwaukee stretching it out now to 8-2 over Texas. That's in the top of the 6th at the ballpark in Arlington. Cardinals hurt. The Expos 12-5. Big O in Montreal. Cincinnati leading the Rockies 6-5. Bottom of the 8th at Synergy Field. Dodgers beat the Mets at Shea 4-2. Atlanta leading Houston 4-3. Astros hitting in the bottom of the 9th inning. Another breaking ball. That one's down low. 2-1 the count. Well, you would certainly have to assess that outing by Barea as an unqualified success.
Yeah.
Regardless of what the score is right now.
Sure. And as we talked about before, it'd be interesting to see how his arm responds tomorrow and the next day. Most importantly, be able to do that again.
Yeah, well, there's a difference in rehabbing and pitching in the real deal up here. 3-1 the count. James and Hermie. Mark Anderson. You can tell Mark's from Nebraska.
Yeah.
That fastball fouled out of play.
Red hair. That's why.
Ball 4, and that will load him up for Sean Green. Sean is 2 for 2 in this ball game, a double and an RBI single. 4-7-0 for the Sox, 1-4-0 for the Blue Jays. Playing him around to the right. Bit of a gap in left center. That's the jab job into right center field. Dave Martinez. Now Mike Cameron calling him off. As Cruz. He will tag. He will score, and it's a 4-2 ball game.
So Green drives home his 42nd run. He's got both RBIs in his ball game for the Jays. Didn't hit it hard. But this inning was set up by the 2 walks.
That'll bring up Benito Santiago. Strikeout and a pop up to second. That's inside. With that open stance, as what Brew talks about so often, that's going to lead to a lot of head movement. And of course, well, he's always been a free swinger.
Oh yeah.
But more head movement, especially if you come off the pitch, become about a 55-foot hitter.
Oh boy,
and I am very well acquainted with that style.
It is tough to hit that way.
That time is called.
Well, it's just real tough to be consistent with that style of hitting. Well, he doesn't walk very much at all.
He's well up in that box as well. Gets jammed with that fastball. So Carlos Castillo on top of this count, 1-2.
And a reminder that the Hawk and Wimpy Open golf outing returns to Seven Bridges Golf Course in Woodridge, Illinois on Monday, September 22nd. Join us along with White Sox players, coaches, and other Chicago celebrities to tee it up for Chicago White Sox charities. Space is limited, so call 312-674-5391 now to make your reservation, and you will have a wonderful time. Great event. Great food. Great golf course.
Curveball, he's gone. Beautiful pitch right there. Santiago doesn't like it. Meanwhile, Blue Jays put one on the board. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth as the Sox by 2.
Today's game is brought to you by Budweiser, Brewery Fresh Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball.
Dodge Ram is #1 in horsepower, #1 in torque, #1 in payload. Dodge Ram is even #1 in ownership experience. In fact, Dodge Ram is #1 in more categories than any full-size pickup. So by changing all the rules about what a truck should be, Dodge pickups are now #1 in sales growth all across America. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Media One takes you on an outer space adventure. Join the adventure to unlock the mysteries of the universe. Richard Dean Anderson, Stargate SG-1, a Showtime original series, Mondays at 8/7 Central on Media One.
Jerry Gleason announces the Used Car Superstore. Value Care, the new way to buy a used car. Fast, affordable, and financing no matter what your credit needs. You get the best you can get with our 67-point quality inspection. And most used cars have a 12-month, 12,000-mile powertrain warranty. Our computerized price matching gives you the best used cars available within your budget. It's the new way to buy a used car. Jerry Gleason's Used Car Superstore. Value Care at Roosevelt and Des Plaines in Forest Park.
Wildcats are back, aiming to record their third straight Big Ten title, and Sports Channel prepares you for the season with the premiere of the Gary Barnett Show. 1997 Pigskin Classic preview will break down Northwestern's opening game with Oklahoma. It's the Gary Barnett Show, Friday night at 7, only on Sports Channel. College football. They were here for their shirts the other day. I can't remember which one. Sunday, let's call that. Here's Clark. Takes a change-up in the dirt. Well, he just missed one his last time up. Hit it deep to left field. Jose Cruz Jr. hauled it in. Hit hard to the left. Perez from his knees guns him out. Nice play by Tomas Perez. Boy, Clark got the head of the bat out right here and smokes it up the middle. Looks like a sure base hit. But the diving Perez, and he comes up from his knees. Nice scoop by Delgado. So 1 up, 1 down, and Andujar has really settled down. 3 scoreless innings since the Sox put 3 on the board in the first and 1 in the second. Ozzie, fastball, fouls it back to the screen. So he's given his team innings and a chance to come back and win, as the Blue Jays have scored the last 2 runs in this ball game. Ozzie, a couple of ground outs. He's going to ground out for the third time. Delgado takes it himself. Marty Jansen. Boy, remember him a couple of years ago, Hawk? They thought he was going to be the second coming.
We did too.
Yeah. Boy, he pitched that one
against us.
Yeah. Some arm problems since then. He's warming up back in the big leagues as Ray Durham, who's been hot. 2 for 2 in this ball game, 2 for 3 in the opener, so he's got his average up to 265. Ray has scored twice. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Ray 4 for 5 in the doubleheader. Ooh. Low strike. Ripped into center field. Man, that's 3 consecutive hits. 5 for 6 in the double dip.
Get a good jump go, Ray.
Fastball down and in. Just dropped the head of the bat on it. Got the fat part on the baseball and rips it up the middle. So Ray with 3 of the 8 White Sox hits in this ball game, and yes, sir, run. Dave Martinez has 2 hits. There's a fastball strike on the outside corner. David hitting at 276.
He's 4 for 8 in the series, in the doubleheader.
Yeah. He's coming alive.
We're going to have a few guys do that.
Yeah. Now, Frank Thomas has 4 hits in the doubleheader also. And Cameron, Mike Cameron's got 2 hits and 2 runs batted in. Sox have really never reached a place where all the guys were swinging the bat well in the lineup.
You know, we had a little streak there, though, that the bottom of the lineup was really doing a great job.
Yeah.
They were knocking in a lot of runs, scoring runs. But overall, you're right. There's not been one real sustained offensive attack from the club at any one period this year.
Good changeup right there. Right off the end of the bat into the Sox dugout. So Luis Andujar, who came over to the Blue Jays from the White Sox organization, that trade that sent Tony Castillo over here. Throw over to first base. As Ray gets back easily. Yeah, with 0-2. Bail out Martinez right here. Or he could steal second. Pitch out. They thought they might be doing it. So it's 1-2.
Well, he has regrouped nicely, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Walked a couple of guys in the first inning. Both of them scored. That's all he has walked. Really settled down.
Yeah, he's given his team a chance to get back in this ball game. 3 scoreless innings. He's got 2 out and a runner at first base in the bottom of the 6th. Sprague is way off the line at third. Outfield not real deep straight away as that fastball misses the outside corner. Andujar 9-4 in the first 3 innings. And he goes way up between the 4th and the 6th. He hasn't gone through the 7th inning very often. Runner goes, the throw down by Santiago, not in time as Ray, the head first slide, and hopefully he's not injured. He got hit in the side.
He got hit in the ear. Sees the ball's not going to be hit. All of a sudden there is the low throw.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, it grazed off of him. Yeah. The head first slide, that's a side that's on where the ear flap is not.
Well, he didn't catch the full brunt of it. Looked like Perez just did get a piece of the glove on it, slowed it up a little bit, and then it bounced down, and maybe he just got him in the ear with a glove.
Yeah. Off the end of the bat in the shallow center field. Perez can't get it. Durham scores. The Sox get another run. It's 5-2. Boy, that was a Mosconi shot going over there. Like a half wedge. So the speed of Ray Durham pays off right there.
Actually, this is a ball that Tomas Perez should have caught. Nice pitch right there behind the arrow, right off the end of the bat. Now watch him. He goes too far to his right there. Could not recover.
Maybe that ball might have spun back over his head, too. Here's Big Frank. Ooh. He cut that swing short. Big time. Look at a pretty good pitch, Dave. Well, it was right on the inside corner.
And I don't think Frank could ever hit if you ask him to extend through the ball, stay in that swing a little bit longer. I think it would just completely take him right out of what he knows and what he does best. I mean, how can you argue? He takes some of the worst swings you've ever seen in your life.
Yes.
Still gets base
hits on him.
Exactly.
Yeah, he is certainly unique. I don't think you can't compare him to anyone.
I have never seen anybody in all my baseball career can get his body, especially a big guy like he is, into the positions he does hitting a baseball.
Yeah, like a contortionist.
Or the angle of his bat. It's almost sometimes like he's playing cricket. You remember those base hits we've seen where the angle of the bat's almost straight down?
Oh, yeah. I don't know how he
vertical?
does it. Yeah. Straight up and down. That's right. Pitch misses down and in, so 3-1 on Frank Thomas. Albert Bell on deck as Luis Andujar certainly didn't deserve that run to be scored. And now he's in trouble with the big hurt up there with a great hitter's count. Cracked his weapon right there. Yes, he has. So Frank Thomas will get a new bat.
He's got to wait till they open the vault.
That's right. Take your choice.
Let many people mess around with his bats.
Well,
put him in the safe. Give Hoppy the key.
Yeah, he uses a bat that's pretty much straight up and down. Not a whole lot of, wood at any part of it. Not heavy. What is it, 35 inches, maybe 32 ounces?
Yeah.
If it is 35 inches, maybe 34 and a half. Comes inside, and that's ball 4. So Frank Thomas draws a walk. Runners at first and second for Albert Bell. Albert 0 for 2. He does have an RBI on the sacrifice fly. And Albert, before the All-Star break, look at this, 18 homers, 298 average, since 177 with 5. Robin Ventura will hit if Albert can reach in this inning. 5-2 Sox. Blue Jays won game 1 6-5 as there's a breaking ball misses outside. 9-3 now in the second inning at Anaheim. They might be in for a long night.
Well, I understand they're supposed to have some huge crowds out there.
Really? Well, that's good.
They have not been drawing for the excitement that team can generate.
Yeah, that is a good, exciting team. They got a lot of talent there.
A lot of young talent.
Good players that know how to play the game.
Well, Lou Pinella's very well aware that's a different animal than they had 2 years ago out there. And they had that big 11-game lead, blew it. Mariners came back to beat them. He said that's a different ball club.
Yeah, you know, a guy like Dave Hollins, which I didn't think was a very big acquisition, he's come over there and really sparked that team. Playing with enthusiasm, it certainly has rubbed off to some of the other players.
Now, one of the keys, too, is going to be just how Ricky does with the situation of Tony Phillips.
Yeah.
Ricky plays well. They're going to be right there.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why he wouldn't.
You never know what Ricky's going to do.
That's true. Albert pops this one up. Shallow center field. Stewart coming on. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. But the Sox put a run on the board. RBI single by Martinez. And after 6, it's 5-2 White Sox.
Adolphus Busch went to Germany every summer and spent 2 to 3 months touring the hop fields and the fields where the barley is grown in Europe and looking at different breweries. And he wrote a series of letters back to his son. September the 20th, 1897. I would advise that we buy the finest growths of barley as soon as we can. We cannot make fine malt from inferior barley. And we cannot make fine beer from inferior malt. Adolphus Busch to August A. Busch Sr., September the 20th, 1897.
In business, whether you're big or small, it all comes down to connecting with people. Ameritech can help with services like a private voice and data network, giving you fast and reliable connections to suppliers and customers. Or a high-speed data line, allowing you to video conference from your desktop. Ameritech understands business and has the technological expertise to make the connections that make your business work. Stick with what works. Ameritech, your link to better communication.
Chicago White Sox baseball is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places. And by Dodge, who welcomes you to visit the friendly Dodge dealer near you to see their new lineup of 97 Dodge cars and trucks.
Top of the 7th inning, 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Sox. 2-4-0 for the Blue Jays. Jason Bray. Bray making his first start since last September 3rd. Went 5 1/3 if you're just joining us. 2 runs, 4 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, and threw the ball well. That ball looped into short right center field, right to Mike Cameron. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Tomas Perez now 0 for 2. Here comes the center fielder, Shannon Stewart. Shannon has walked, popped up to Albert, and he's popped up to Robin Ventura. 23-year-old outfielder out of Miami. First pitch strike.
Well, Stewart got his opportunity to play when Otis Nixon was traded to the Dodgers.
Oh, and there's a base hit in right center field, and will not cut this one off. Stewart has good speed. Look at him go.
Man.
Wow. He'll get there easily with a stand-up triple. So that is his first extra base hit.
Boy. He got the third in a hurry, didn't he?
Yeah.
Nice swing right there as he goes with it. You see his hands go before the barrel of the bat, right on that pitch, driving it hard into the gap. See Shannon run. He's getting it.
$19,693 in attendance. As here is Carlos Garcia. Takes a strike, a breaking ball on the outside corner. Two and one to count. Stewart, who had a double last year in just short stint with the Blue Jays, picks up his second Major League extra base hit.
Boy, you see the way he got from home to third. He only had 9 stolen bases at Syracuse this year with 6 caught stealing.
Well, maybe just didn't know how to steal a base.
Yeah, maybe.
That's in to left, right at Albert. Stewart tags. He will score, and it's a 5-3 ball game. So 2 out to Junior, Jose Cruz Jr. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Change up down low. Kansas City now leading Baltimore 4-0, bottom of the 5th at Kauffman Stadium. As that's high into left field. Albert, he's there. He'll make the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the Blue Jays put 1 point on the board. We'll go to the 7th inning stretch. It's 5-3 Sox.
With its sleek styling, easy out-roller seats, plus air conditioning and 7-passenger seating, all for a great price. The Plymouth Voyager is pretty attractive.
See the stars of Chicagoland, your local Chrysler and Plymouth.
On Saturday, August 23rd, 5 championship fights. Felix Trinidad moves up in weight to face Troy Waters in a super welterweight title bout. Ricardo Lopez, boxing's longest reigning champion, takes on Alex Nene Sanchez in a title unification bout. Plus, Christy Martin, Lonnie Bradley, and Wilfredo Vasquez. St. Ides quest for the best from Madison Square Garden, Saturday, August 23rd, live on pay-per-view.
Hi, I'm Al Meyer, president of Willowbrook Ford.
Home of the hot stuff.
Welcome to the super hot used car lot at Willowbrook Ford. Listen to these babies purr. And you're going to purr when you hear how hot the deals are right now on all the cars for summer. Now at Willowbrook Ford, located a half-mile north of I-55 on Route 83.
Baseball Thursday continues on Sports Channel this week with the surprising New York Mets welcoming Mike Piazza and the Los Angeles Dodgers to Shea Stadium. Coverage begins Thursday at 6:30 exclusively on Sports Channel. Oh, everybody loves the Big Hurt.
And they should.
Darn right they should.
Mike's a good guy. Good man.
a pitching change for the Blue Jays. Right-hander, we mentioned him earlier, Marty Jansen. 4 games, no record, 2.57 earned run average. He has worked 7 innings, 8 hits, 5 walks, and 4 strikeouts for the Blue Jays.
So he will come on to face Robin Ventura, Mike Cameron, and Mario Valdez. 5-9-0 for the Sox, 3-5-0 for Toronto. Everything in the National League is over. Fighting Fish beat the Cubs 8-1. St. Louis over Montreal 12-5. Cincinnati hung on to beat the Rockies 6-5 at Synergy Field. Padres were defeated by the Pirates 5-3 at Three Rivers. 9-5 Giants over the Phillies at Veterans Stadium. Mets beat the, check that, Dodgers beat the Mets 4-2 at Shea Stadium. In Atlanta, 4-3 over the Astros down in Houston. Another rain delay at Oakland.
Man.
Cleveland still leading Seattle 1-0. Mariners hitting in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ball hit hard. One hopper right to Carlos Delgado. Kansas City now leading Baltimore 6-0. Second of that twin bill. It's in the bottom of the 5th. Orioles won game 1 12-9. Here's Mikey, had that first inning single to knock in. A big run for the Sox. Fastball strike. Slider. So Mike now with 45 RBIs on the season. Another breaking pitch, and he's gone. So 3 pitches to Mike, and that's out number 2.
That herky-jerky motion of Marty Jansen right there will really affect the right-handed hitter. Boy, Mike did not recognize the breaking ball. He tried to keep his head down there.
Here's Mario. He has walked, doubled, and struck out. Here's a slider strike. Change up. Carlos Garcia over to Carlos Delgado, and that'll do it. So Jansen very quick 1-2-3 inning, and we'll go to the 8th. It's the Sox by 2.
If you just bought another car, go back to the dealership and plead temporary insanity. The new Nissan Altima, starting at $15,000, $17,990 with a lot of stuff.
Montgomery Ward presents Talkin' About Baseball. The lowest paid attendance to a Major League Baseball game is 12. Not a good day for baseball. Even worse for the Wave. You can't beat baseball. And today, you can't beat Montgomery Ward. Take home an Admiral top mount refrigerator with free ice maker, only $5.49. An RCA 27-inch stereo color TV with picture-in-picture, just $3.99. A JVC Hi-Fi VCR is only $1.99. What a team, Montgomery Ward.
Folks, welcome back to Comiskey Park. It would behoove the Sox to hold on and win this game because things are starting to heat up in the American League Central. Let's take a look at some of the standings and what's going on around the AL Central. The Indians currently in first place by 5 games over the Brewers, 5.5 over the White Sox. Cleveland entering a tough series against the Seattle Mariners. They're up in the top of the 5th inning by a score of 1-0 The lone run for the Indians came on a Manny Ramirez home run in inning number 1 off of Ken Cloud. Home run number 21 for Ramirez in that game. It's currently John Smiley versus Ken Cloud. The Indians are hot, winning 5 of their last 6. The other game of interest to Sox fans is Milwaukee taking on the Texas Rangers. And Milwaukee just jumped all over the starter, Felix Santana, and the Rangers. 3 in the first inning, another one in the third, 3 more in the fourth, and another one in the fifth. The big blows being home runs by Jose Valentin and Fernando Vina, and also Northwestern's Mark Loretta, a bases-loaded triple for 3 runs for the Milwaukee Brewers in that game. It's currently a 8-2 score in the top of the 8th inning. So that's the latest, folks, around the AL Central. Guys, let's go back up to you in the booth.
All right, thank you. Right here, it's 5-3 Sox. Top of the 8th inning, Joe Carter will lead it off. It'll be Carter, Delgado, and Spray. And whip you a note right here. Birmingham defeated Carolina 9-4. And Lorenzo Barcello.
That's
guy is coming over in that giant deal. He beat Chris Benson. Number 1 draft choices. There's a shot base hit in the left field. Chris Benson, outstanding looking right-hander.
Yeah.
Number 1 pick. Pirates got him. Oh, we saw him work this spring. He's got good stuff. But Barcello's supposed to be 19 years old. And he's supposed to have one heck of an arm.
Wow. There's Chuck McElroy warming up in the Sox bullpen.
There's a Chuck Meister. Now Karkovice out to give him a few more pitches down there.
And while we have a moment, fans, the Dominic's Value Sox Pack is now available exclusively at all Chicagoland Dominic's and Omni stores. Dominic's Value Sox Pack is an all-inclusive package discounted up to 20%, which includes 4 game tickets, parking, food and beverage coupons, park entertainment, scorecard, and more. See stores for details.
And here comes Terry Bevington now. After Clark went out to kill a little bit of time. He's made the sign. Carlos Delgado. 1 for 3 in this ball game as McElroy. He'll be coming on. The 3rd Sox pitcher of the evening. And if you're just joining us, Jason Bray went 5 1/3. Looked good.
Don't expect too much from yourself, Michael.
Start on varsity.
You can't play at the level of North Carolina. Be realistic.
Forget the team. Think of yourself. Why go back to basketball? You'll embarrass yourself.
Had enough? Just getting started. So you're driving down the road and suddenly you see a new sign. Hey, you say to yourself, that used to be Tire America. What gives? So you pull in. Same great tires, same friendly faces. And now they sell batteries too. Not just any batteries, diehards. So now you know. Tire America is now NTB, National Tire and Battery. Oh yeah, honk if you like our new sign.
There's something on my Discover Car statement that's a surprise. It's seafoam green. It looks like something from the 50s. It looks vintage. My husband will absolutely freak out when he sees it. He's going to be so excited. I like makeup because I never wore very much before I started singing professionally. My favorite color is a color called faux, as in fake. How many credit cards make a statement like that? The more you spend, the more money you get back. You can't lose.
It pays to discover. Use it where you see the Nova sign.
Chuck McElroy comes out to work for the Sox. 47th appearance, 0-2 with a .355 earned run average. Chuck has given up 54 hits and 58 1/3, 16 walks and 45 strikeouts. And Carlos Delgado will be the first batter he faces. Here in the top of the 8th inning, Sox leading 5-3, but that runner is at first base, so Delgado will represent the tying run in this contest.
There you see, he is 1 for 3. Single in the 6th inning. So the outfield, big gap in left center. And the Chuckmeister trying to nail it down and hold it in check. for Jason Beret. Gas.
Ooh.
There's a strike and a count very quickly, 0-2. It's Sprague on deck.
Another one a little bit higher.
Just off the corner. Nice effort by McElroy.
It did indeed just miss.
Yes, he's gone. One out here in the top of the 8th inning.
He just blows it by Delgado. Man, he just challenges him right there about belt high. See where the pitching clusters were. They finished him off on the 4th one, right in the outside corner.
Ed Sprague takes it outside. He's 0 for 2. He has walked, he has flied to center, and he has flied to right. Outfield deep. They're deep and spread out. 2 big gaps out there. At right center and left center. Right where they should be, though, in a 5-3 ball game, top of the 8th inning. That's up high, and it's 3-0. Sean Green, the on-deck hitter. Better not give in. Better put a little giddy up on it. Taking all the way. Yes, and that's just off the plate. So that'll put the tying runs aboard.
And on supervision, it is just outside.
And that box right there is stationary, and it's set up for the strike zone of a 6-foot 1-inch hitter. The speed is measured from the time the ball is released as Green stands in. There's a breaking ball off the plate. He's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs in this game. But the angle, as Mike Pasick comes out, the angle is biangulated. 2 cameras, high first, high third, 30 feet out in front of the plate. There's one of those cameras, plus a minus factor of 1 mile an hour on the speed. And the drop zone, as you see, when we show you the supervision, again, is from 30 feet out. Activity down in the Sox pen. Matt Karshner. Oh, watchful eye of Hard Art Kushner. That's popped up into left field. Albert. He's there, makes the catch, and that's out number 2. So a nice pitch by McElroy got him on the 5th.
Yeah, you don't want to let Sean Green get his arms extended. He can really drive the ball that way. Got to tie him up.
And here comes Terry Bevington. He's going to get Karshner for Benito Santiago. So another break in the action as McElroy will depart. And we'll be back with his numbers in just a moment.
And liftoff. Houston, how many miles are we flying?
900,000. Copy?
Roger that. Can we credit that toward our frequent flyer program?
Stand by, Red Hawk. We'll get back to you.
Now you don't have to fly to the moon and back to earn a free ticket. With Southwest Airlines frequent flyer program, Rapid Rewards, just 8 quick round trips and your next one's free.
A couple more of these flights, and I can go someplace really cool.
Rapid Rewards from Southwest, the fastest way to fly free.
Montgomery Ward presents Talkin' About Baseball. June 1st, 1876, the first foul tip is hit. The following day, the catcher's mask is invented. You can't beat baseball. And today, you can't beat Montgomery Ward. Get an Admiral top mount refrigerator with free ice maker, only $5.49. A Performa by Maytag laundry pair, washer $3.99, dryer just $3.49. And a Simmons Beauty Rest Queen mattress set is only $5.99. What a team, Montgomery Ward.
The rivalries, the challenges, the months of grueling work. Yep, sounds like school starting again. Before you go back, get to the Sports Authority first. Clothes, sports equipment, backpacks, shoes. The Sports Authority has all the goods. Because if you got to go back to school, you might as well do it right.
Are back aiming to record their third straight Big Ten title. And Sports Channel prepares you for the season with the premiere of the Gary Barnett Show. 1997 Pigskin Classic preview will break down Northwestern's opening game with Oklahoma. It's the Gary Barnett Show Friday night at 7 on Sports Channel. So Matt Karchner comes out to work. Matt, good numbers, 39 games, 3-0, 6 saves, 2.41 is his earned run average. Just 33 hits in 41 innings, 23 strikeouts, and 17 walks. Big man right here.
Benito Santiago 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Fouls that slider away. 9 homers, 28 knocked in. Make no mistake about it. He's still dangerous. Anytime he will swing the bat. And he has good power.
Yeah, just don't give him anything that he can.
Now you got to try to make this guy beat you to the opposite field.
Off-speed stuff. Tough time. Oh, Nelly.
Way up and in.
I see a guy that's off the plate like Santiago. He's got to dive in. His first move has got to be in, and it's going to be more difficult for him to get out of the way of a pitch like this.
Strike, 2 out, 2 on. Lays off that slider, and the count moves to 2-1. Sox trying to split this doubleheader. Toronto with 6 runs on 9 hits in game 1. Sox with 5 runs on 13 hits. Chris Carpenter the winner. Nelson Cruz a loser. The count. Come on, Matt. Shortstop, Tomas Perez. Carter at second, Sprague at first, and a 3-1 pitch. That fastball on the outer half, fouled out of play. So right now, that's the reason the Sox outfielders are so deep and so spread out. You play deep and cut across. 3-2, extra base hit. Score them both.
You are correct, sir.
Make a good pitch.
Yeah, right now they're both going to be in motion, too.
Real rip. Just underneath it. James Baldwin against Robert Person tomorrow night. We'll have that game for you right here on Sports Channel. Sox wind up this 12-game homestand on Thursday afternoon. Draybeck against Hinkin. Sox with just 3 more road trips in this season. Once again, the payoff. And he just got a piece of that one. Well, right here's a situation you just love to have. Be able to dial a pitch, you know. Take something off a slider. On the outside part of the plate. Have him out front. If he hits it, probably a little ground ball.
Yeah, that's very true. And chances are Santiago's going to bite for something like that. He does not walk. But if you throw him a low fastball, he's liable to hit it 9 miles. A little bit high, and that will load him up. Perez, he has walked in twice. He has flied to Mike Cameron. Takes that pitch down low. Outfield short now. Swung around to the left as there's a fastball strike, and that evens the count at 1. Tomas just 23 years old. Fouls it back, so Karshner way on top. In command of the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Didn't Tomas Perez get his first major league hit against the White Sox to drive a big run at Skydome?
And one heck of an at-bat.
Yeah.
Off Roberto Hernandez. Off the corner. Good try by Matt. So the Sox packed with birds. Blue Jays, there's Carter, Sprague, and Benito Santiago. Take him right here. The 2-2. And that fastball fouled away. Oh, with young players, certainly one of the spots here that takes a little time to learn. Bases are loaded. It's the pitcher that's in trouble, not you, the hitter.
Yeah. It's very true.
Once again, the payoff as that was ball 4, and he fires it over into the Sox dugout.
Man. Jeez.
There. Darren makes a friend.
Saying pull the ball. Now we can get one more strike in here.
Broken bat. Explodes it.
No, he got in there deep that time. That was a strike.
Willie Upshaw right there. Blue Jay hitting coach. Look at that bat.
Wow. He was trying to be short and quick right there.
Is Willie? Boy, he was a solid hitter.
Yeah.
Left-handed hitter. Short stroke. Line drive hitter. So we'll do it once again, the payoff pitch. And he gets him, splitter. Wow. So Matt Karshner comes on, strikes out Tomas Perez, and we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning, 5-3, good guys.
Because of our low fares to the places you want to go, you can spread your wings whenever you want.
You are now free to move about the country.
We schedule frequent flights. We go places you want to go. We fly so you can too.
You are now free to move about the country.
Hello?
What happened?
We sealed the deal!
Yes! Where are you?
That's the stakeout!
Now there's a new cellular service that's so clear, it's like you're there. Virtually no static or interference. ClearPath, so clear, it's like you're there.
Plans from $25 a month with 50 minutes free. Act now and get unlimited local calls for 2 months. From Ameritech, your link to better communication.
Choose the way you save with the Chrysler Choice. Choose $1,000 cash back on the Chrysler Cirrus. Or save with $1,500 cash back on the luxurious Chrysler LHS. Or choose $1,500 cash back on the roomy Concord LXI. You choose the way you save. Low financing or big cash back. Choose now because the Chrysler Choice won't last. What's new in your world?
Southwest Airlines. Fares so low, you have the freedom to go places and do things you never thought possible. Fly Southwest Airlines.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Marty Jansen taking his warm-up tosses. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Sox. 3-6-0 for Toronto. And you check out our Southwest Airlines tail of the tape. So it'll be Karkovice, Guillen, and back to the top of the order in Ray Durham. Kansas City now leading Baltimore 8-0, hitting in the bottom of the 6th inning. I mentioned Orioles took game 1 of that doubleheader 12-9. Tigers extended the Minnesota losing streak to 10 games as they beat the Twins 8-2. Milwaukee 8, Texas 2. That game in the top of the 9th inning at the ballpark in Arlington. Cleveland now leading Seattle 5-0. That's in the bottom of the 5th at the Kingdome. 11-4 Angels over the Yankees. That's in the bottom of the 3rd at the Big A. And still a rain delay at Oakland. So here's Karkovice. Outfield playing him straight up. Sprague off the line, back of the bag at 3rd. As that fastball up high. Two-0 to Kark. He almost took one out of here with a man aboard back in the 3rd inning. A high towering drive deep into left field. It's 3-0. That's upstairs. So 4 in a row thrown to home plate by Marty Jansen in the dreaded leadoff walk. And a reminder, the Sox take on the Houston Astros on Saturday, August 30th at 6:05, and you can watch a spectacular post-game fireworks show, compliments of LaSalle National Bank, celebrating the 20th anniversary of the LaSalle Bank's Chicago Marathon on Sunday, October 19th in Grant Park. So for Sox tickets, just dial 312-831-1-SOX.
Are you running in that one, by the way? Marathon?
I might. Yeah, I might run in that one.
You and I like Booter Boy.
What is that, about 26 miles?
26, a little over 26 miles.
It might take me a while.
Yeah.
What, 2 hours and 20 minutes?
Something like that.
25? Here's Ozzie, 0 for 3. He'll be trying to get him over as he fakes the bunt, takes the fastball upstairs. Wimpy?
Probably take us 2 weeks.
When I retired from baseball, I promised myself I would never run again. And I have kept that promise.
It is painful. I don't know how those people do that.
And that's just, it's all mental,
Oh.
mindset.
I'd be hallucinating after 5.
There's a strike. Says Eric Cooper. That evens a count at 1. Yeah, that's a different mindset than we are aware of.
I don't know how they get up and do it every day. They do 8 to 10 miles.
Oh, man, that's like before breakfast.
Yeah.
You're joining us late. Sox with 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the sixth. Toronto, their 3 coming 1 in the fourth, 1 in the sixth, and 1 in the seventh. There's a pitch out, nothing on. And it's 2-1. So now Benito Santiago out to talk to Marty Jansen. Ray Durham, he's had a good doubleheader. He was 2 for 3 in game 1. He is 3 for 3 in this game with 3 runs scored, 2 stolen bases.
That's good.
There's a bunt that's fouled away. Oh, Darren Lewis had a pretty good jump down there, pretty good lead. And the count 2-2. Jansen's changed his delivery a little bit since we saw him.
Yeah.
Maybe because of an arm problem.
I think so. He's had some arm problems. Boy, he got off to a great start a couple of years ago. I think his arm has really let him down.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball should be. Mas Perez turns it over, so a 4-6-3 double play, and quickly 2 gone here in the 8th.
Well, that's what keeps the Blue Jays in many ball games this year is the defense and their ability to turn 2. Number 1 in the American League. Ozzie hits his ball hard. Garcia has a little bit of trouble getting out of his glove, but that Tomas Perez comes flying across the bag.
So here's Durham, 2 singles, a double, as we mentioned, 3 runs scored. He also has now 29 stolen bases on the year. Takes first pitch, fastball, strike. In case you're looking to the Toronto 9th, it'll be the top of the order. Shannon Stewart, Carlos Garcia, and Jose Cruz Jr., the scheduled hitters. There's a breaking ball, backdoored him, and the count 0-2. Well, the Mariners are hitting in the bottom of the 5th. They have picked up a pair, still trailing Cleveland 5-2. That ball hit high and deep into right field. As Joe Carter goes back on the track, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So we will go to the top of the 9th inning. Sox trying to split this doubleheader. They lead it 5-3.
Sports Channel's coverage of Chicago White Sox baseball is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places. Ameritech, your link to better communication. The Stars of Chicagoland, your local Chrysler Plymouth dealer. Budweiser, Brewery Fresh Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball. The Sports Authority, prepare yourself. Discover Card, proud partner of the Smithsonian's 150th anniversary. And by Montgomery Ward.
You've been everywhere else. Now come to our city, Dodge City of Countryside. Our lot is filled with a huge selection of cars, trucks, and vans, and pre-driven vehicles all ready for pickup. Good credit, bad credit, or no credit, Dodge City can help. No matter what new or used car you buy, we can find a credit line to work for you. Plus, you'll find the satisfaction of knowing our award-winning service department is open till 3 a.m. for all your needs. For selection, value, and service, don't drive from town to town. Just come to our city, Dodge City of Countryside at 5949 South LaGrange Road.
What's the first name you think of for shop-at-home carpeting? Well, I know, it's not us.
Well, who are you?
We're Lincoln, the people with quality brand-name carpeting at incredible prices.
Tell me more.
Well, now, during Lincoln's Get to Know Us sale, the finest stain-resistant carpeting starts at only $10.95 a yard. Installed. Lincoln will bring large samples to your home, help you select the perfect carpet, and install it the next day with no payments for 6 months.
Can't beat that.
629-2700, save on carpet with Lincoln.
Call now.
Top of the 9th inning, and a reminder, the producer-director of White Sox baseball is James A. Angio. Doug Stanton, our associate producer, and our associate director is Mean Joe Grew. So 5 runs, 9 hits for the Sox, 3 runs, 6 hits for the Blue Jays. And here comes Shannon Stewart. And a catching change for the Sox, moving in behind home plate. For Ron Karkovice, it'll be George Fabregas. So here's Stewart. He has walked, he has flied to left, he has popped to third, and he has tripled and scored. That was into right center field. Matt Karchner trying to pick up his 7th save and nail it down for Jason Beret. That slider low and away. 1-1 the count. And a reminder, our next game coming your way on Sports Channel will be tomorrow night. James Baldwin against Robert Person. That's up high. 2-1 to count. Carlos Garcia, the on-deck hitter. That pitch. 3-1 to count.
We needed that one. I would imagine he'd be taken right here.
Wow. There's a strike, and the count goes full. Pitch. A chopper, Robin, one hopper. A little bit of a low peg over to Valdez, but he is there, and that is a big out number 1. And let's check out our Dodge drive of the game. That came in the 2nd inning. Frank Thomas knocking in his 100th ribby of the season, 100 RBIs, or more for the 7th consecutive year. Our Dodge drive of the game. Carlos Garcia 0 for 3 with a sacrifice fly. Want to know the count. That's into right field. Dave Martinez coming on. He can't get there. A little soft single to right will bring the tying run to the plate. And Jose Cruz Jr. Junior is 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. 17 homers, 46 RBIs, and this just his 66th game, counting the ones with the Mariners. And that pitch outside. hit that one.
Ooh, that one right by him.
Count evens at 1. 93-mile-an-hour fastball from Matt Karchner. Fouls that one back, so he's on top 1-2. Upstairs, and let's check out our Budweiser player of the game. He is 3 for 4. 3 runs scored, a couple of stolen bases. Ray Durham, our Budweiser player of the game. It's full. Seven-year-old veteran and still very, very dangerous. Joe Carter on deck. Valdez playing behind Garcia as that's ball 4. So the second walk issued by Matt puts the tying runs aboard. And here comes Mike Paisley. So Matt, who has stepped it up, stepped into that stopper's role, the closer. He's converted everyone he's had an opportunity to, and he has been getting on top in the counts. So very lately, I should say, very uncharacteristic, the 2 base on balls.
Yeah. Well, you got 5 walks. Jose Cruz Jr. really hadn't been walking that much this year. He's got 5 in this doubleheader. But all importantly, that tying run is on base now.
So here's Joey's 2 for 4, a single, a double, and he has scored a run. Slider. There's a chopper. Robin goes to third, over to first. Yes! And this ball game is over. So the Sox indeed split with the Blue Jays as they win this one by a score of 5-3. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Sox. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Blue Jays. Jason Bray, the winner. And once again, a reminder, our next game coming your way on Sports Channel will be tomorrow night when James Baldwin will tee it up against Robert Person. So for my partner, the Wemperoo, Tom Pachorik, our producer-director, Jim Angio, this is a Hawk Ken Harrelson. So long, everybody.
Like he's having fun playing baseball.
And
what do you want? Do you want to smile? I mean, really, not especially about this, but do we really care what a guy looks like in the middle of the game? I mean, Albert Bell's aura transcends